So, so what? So Jane's starting to pick up the Sir Gustav Ratch's voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay a while and listen.
It is just a Deckard Cain,
It's
isn't it?
it's practically
it
Deckard Cain.
is Deckard Cain, yeah.
It's like what would happen if you took Deckard Cain, made him a little bit younger, add a little bit more charisma than he already has, then throw in a little Patrick Stewart in there.
I love that. I can see that. I would love to have Patrick Stewart
sound like Sean
play
Connery.
Deckard Cain.
Yeah, but I'm just imagining that that Patrick Stewart playing as Deckard Cain would be a little bit. It would throw me off. I would be like, I'm not sure what to think. This is Deckard Cain is Picard now.
He's the captain now.
I would only watch a
Deckard's
Diablo movie if they don't include Diablo 3's story.
Really? You don't like it?
Really?
Why does everyone hate on Diablo 3 so much?
It's bad.
I didn't like it when it first came out, but when I tried playing it on a console instead of the computer, it actually appealed to me more.
I would like to hear
I play console, so yeah.
Your criticisms, but after the game, because I always find this interesting.
I haven't played
Anyway.
it,
I've yet to beat it because I can't. It's so bad. I can't put myself through it.
Just this is where we are.
All right.
I mean, I kind of know the feeling, but at the same time, I'm like, why?
I like it.
Right, this is where we left off. Okay.
Yeah, we were about to we spent basically the entire last session investigating. We split the party because we are very good at this game.
Yeah.
Very
Our investigation didn't really help as much. I think Gus was where most of the information came from, but we did find a little bit of useful stuff. I think, like on our going and asking people questions.
So
quest.
Yes, in game time it is currently late right now. It's like 10 p.m. at night.
Yes.
Because you guys are poking around, asking for information like a few hours before that. And once you guys found out that this ochre dye was likely, you'd have to ask people within the tannery district. Gus used a locate object spell because he has seen through scrying what Dahab's armor, and actually you use it on the Lamellar armor underneath the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pointing you to a particular tannery.
Yeah,
and
it has like a short range, but we were able to get enough information to know that it was like in that district.
And yeah, pretty much. I figured it's going to cover about a quarter of the city, maybe a third, and that worked enough.
Yep. And the tannery is a well-known one called Salir's Fine Leathers. It has a distinct look to it that I will describe to you right now. It's almost two buildings. One is a single-story building that kind of like the wall of it wraps around this open tannery yard. So there's an 8-foot tall clay wall around the open yard, and then the rest of it is this one-story enclosed building with windows and doors and such. And you can see that there are some lights on inside. So there likely is someone or people there.
We're streaming on Mixer, I think.
So if you want to check out the stream, you gotta go to that site.
Mixer?
Yes.
Yeah. Never even heard of that.
Oh my goodness.
No one else did until they picked up Ninja from Twitch.
Yeah, that was...
Well, it had a different name also. It was called Beam.
Was it one that, was it one that, like, somebody started as, like, a, what do they call it? I don't remember. I can't think of the term right now. But did somebody start it and then Microsoft, like, bought it bought it out and like made it their version of Twitch. Is that what happened basically, or was it originally Microsoft?
Kinda.
Don't know who
The
made
funny thing
Beam,
is-
but I do know Microsoft bought it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Funny thing is, we
Weird.
were out at PAX West, and there was no Microsoft presence, and everyone was like, "Well, Mixer's here."
Yeah, that's
Like, really?
Microsoft.
That doesn't count. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
weird.
so
So-
how do you guys approach the tannery?
Alright, well, I suppose we're gonna have to go and look around and see if there's an entrance.
Well,
Well,
do we split up or?
I'm gonna say that let's all stick together for the most part, but I think we're gonna have to be a little bit, You know what? Actually, I have a better idea. I'm gonna scout around and invisible and see if I can find any back entrances that are gonna work besides the front.
okay.
Or at least see if I can find out any information on where this person is directly.
If we need to, I can probably teleport and open the door from the inside.
And we'll find out what's going to be needed in a moment. Alright, I'll be right back.
He goes and he's gonna start walking towards the place, and then when he's about maybe, I don't know, about 50 feet away from it, he'll go invisible and then starts surveying around the area. He's gonna and he'll be using his what's that name of the ability he has got?
I should actually probably put it as finger and cast it. It's a pretty
Yeah.
cool new ability of mine. I can cast heroism myself now.
He's going to use the his ability unseen to on himself to go ahead and actually go invisible, and that's only just going to cost one focus from my illusion.
Okay, you start walking around the tannery.
And what does he see?
What you're seeing is there are 3 doors that look like they comprise kind of like the front entrance. One moves into the main building, and the other 2 are double doors that are shut at the moment and locked that go into the tannery yard. And on the other side, there is another door that also looks like it leads to the tannery yard.
Okay, so 2 of the sets are tannery yard, and the remaining one is actually to the main portion of the building, which it looks like that this was both shop and home, right?
Yeah, that's what you're
Okay.
thinking, because when you used your scrying, you were seeing a bedroom.
Okay, so so yeah, then he's gonna go ahead and check the front door first and see if it's and quietly see if it's locked or unlocked.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. You check it, and it is locked.
Okay. Is there any open windows?
So I will make an addendum here. The map I'm looking at currently does not have any windows. The only open portion is that of the tannery yard. You can just look over the 8-foot tall clay walls and look over and see what's.
Gus is going to go ahead and send his mind eye. He'll call upon it and then see and use that to scout up, and see if he can find any entrances that are available to work off of, and kind of scout around through the building and if he can.
Okay. You send it over the wall of the tannery yard.
Mm-hmm. Any threats to be concerned with? Animals or guards or anything of that sort?
You see through the eye dozens of vats that hold all sorts of tanning chemicals and dyes, and you also do see that within the tanning yard there actually is a group of animals, and they're currently sleeping right now. They look like they're a bunch of big cats.
Big cats.
Yep.
Can I make
Leopards,
a
to be precise.
Okay.
Let's not wake those things up if we can help it.
How many?
You count 6.
6 leopards, and these are in the tanning yard itself.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
sleeping right now. You also see a portion of the tanning yard that actually looks like it goes into the main building, and there aren't any doors that prevent the eye from going in there.
He'll send the eye in.
Okay. Once you start going in, you meet a dead end after about 40 feet, and there are 4 other doors,
4
all
other
of which are
doors, okay.
closed.
Okay. He will pull it out back to where he's at. Is this 1 floor or 2 floors?
1 floor.
1 floor building? Okay.
Yeah, it's a single-story
then-
building.
Okay. Are all 6 of the leopards, are they sleeping? Are they awake?
It seems like all 6 of them are asleep.
Okay.
And they're relatively close to each other. They're all within like 20 feet of each other.
About 20 feet of each other. Okay. Gus, he sent the eye back over to him, and then he's going to go ahead and head back to the group, and he'll deactivate the unseen.
Okay.
And he goes and says,
Well, I got a general idea of what we got to work with. Looks like we have a few entrances. We have one that leads to the front, which is going to lead inside the main portion of the building, probably to the sales area. But in addition, it's also going to probably have the access to other portions of the building. We also have the tanning yard area. That's currently being guarded by 6 leopards. I have no idea why they would keep leopards. But you know what? I'm not going to question that too much.
People
They're
just
all
keep ignoring
asleep,
the
and
cats.
they are fairly close.
Actually, do you want to make a knowledge local, Gus? And maybe you might know.
yeah, he'll make a knowledge
I
local.
can guess actually. Maybe they're using them for their furs.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't surprise
You'd be
me.
incorrect.
Okay. That's Finger's guess then. He's thinking, no, that's.
Let's see what he gets. Can he spend a?
Yeah, you can spend a thing.
I'm gonna spend a thing. We'll roll a d6. I'll bump it to 20. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll work with that.
20. Okay. You know that leopards are common. They're common predators of hyenas, and gnolls keep a lot of hyenas.
So basically, these leopards are meant to be preventing any kind of gnolls and hyenas into the basically in the area, so that way.
Yeah, they make good guard animals.
Good guard animals. Okay. Huh. Yet leopards are still no joke for an animal to have
Right.
for a guard for guards. Cool. That's neat.
It's like keeping a wolf.
I would say that would still be a very unwise decision, but you know what? That works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like if you're a ranger or a druid, that's different. But okay, so yeah, Gus explains what he has seen. He also mentions
In the tanning area, there's a open section that leads over to what appears to be 4 doors on the inside. These doors, I don't know where they lead. They're all closed, and I can't open them with my mind eye. So we have a couple of ways that we can go about that. Since 2 of the doors that are available, we have double doors, and we have 1 door that both of which lead to the tanning area. We have 1 door that leads to the front. What would you all like? How would you all like to go in?
Do we know where the hob is?
The harbor's in a bedroom somewhere in this building. I don't know which room is going to be the bedroom yet, though.
Hmm.
If you have
If only
ways to
we
figure
knew
that out,
exactly.
that'd be. Well, we at least know that it's not going to be. The harb's not going anywhere. Currently being shackled.
when I checked onto Hob, he was wearing the jerkin, the boots, and the belt.
Yes.
Any pants or anything else such, or was it just those?
No, he had pants on.
Okay. There's not going to be any surprises. Good to know.
Just so we can clarify, he has pants.
He's got pants.
Alright. Yeah, it's important to know.
Basically, Gus mentions
He's tied down like a. I don't know how would you even put it. Like a lover that's interested in kink. We'll put it that way. Not shaming. Just saying.
If we knew exactly which room he
Well
was in,
then.
perhaps I could teleport in and get them out. But since we don't know, it's probably too risky. I can't just teleport into a random room.
And it's also probably going to be a bit difficult to teleport him out when he's bound.
Also, I would only be able to teleport in. I couldn't get this out then.
The other thing of concern is that the so-called leather worker that is the owner here, I don't, as I mentioned before, is not human.
because if I recall, I identified that
Right.
he was a
It was a div.
Piraka div.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
And so taking the guise of a man, so probably killed the leather worker, or probably killed the original lover. So,
yeah. I guess okay. Actually, if we did know which room he was, I could dim door in and then use the scroll of dim door to get the hob out. That'd be like the easy way to do it if we knew exactly which room he was in. Although we might. Although the other thing is this div sounds very dangerous, so it might make sense to find the div and deal with her, or him, or whatever.
Oh. Taking the guise of a man, but at the same time, we don't know if that div is male, female, or otherwise.
Right.
Not sure if divs have gender, to be honest.
I don't know very much about
Well,
divs.
like daemons, and like other kind of fiends, gender is more like fluid with them. So like they take the appearances of like people,
Right.
but it's really mostly just a reflection of like what their personality.
well, that's just lovely.
Also, who they're impersonating at the time, I guess. All right. Well, I suppose we just pick a door and go in.
Sorry, had to put the headphones back on the charger really quick here. So, we could just pick a door. So,
If we're going to go and take an entrance at this point, probably, I don't think the tannery area is going to lead us directly to where we need to go anyway. It's just going to lead us to 4 doors. Those 4 doors are probably part of the main, since they're part of the main house. Then again, they might not be as locked. The front
That's
door
true.
is locked, so I mean, we could probably find ways to get in without actually being detected by those guys, or by the creatures.
The leopards.
Yeah, that's what I said. Creatures. Well, they ain't guard dogs, so
Yeah, I'm like looking. Do I have? I don't know. Like I have anything that's like particularly useful against 12 leopards.
I think I said 6, but
Oh, okay, it was 6. I don't know. I can't handle 18
You
leopards.
just double it to be
you
safe.
got double vision going. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense.
The leopards all cast mirror image. Oh no!
That'd be great.
They're also
like a
wizards.
field
It's
displacer beast.
secretly two leopards, each with mirror image on them.
They're
It
actually
makes
just
me
placer
a lot
beasts.
more.
Yeah, like I
Oh
said,
God!
just a big
God
group
damn.
of
Well, thank
displacer
goodness this is
beasts.
Pathfinder and not D&D. Otherwise, we'd be dealing with them because they don't have them in Pathfinder apparently for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think they do. It's
Yeah,
more of a
they
Yeah, I
are
think
a
Wizards of the
they're
Coast
D&D.
thing.
They're a
They're a
Wizards of the
wizard's
Coast license.
trademark, like
Yeah.
beholders.
Dungeons and crying.
Yeah, originally TSR stuff, but since
I'd love to throw a
Wizards bought all
beholder
their
at
stuff,
you guys, though.
right? That'd be
They're
fun.
iconic. You could technically. I mean, you could.
Yeah,
you could,
I could just make one.
You could make
yeah,
one.
you could.
It's just
You
it
could
won't
adapt
be.
a 3/5 stat block, and it would probably work fine.
It's hard to fit one into it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it won't be part of the Pathfinder, the main
Right, but
section.
you
so
could
that's
write one into. There's places, and even when we're doing adventure paths, there's places you could write one into probably.
exactly. Yeah.
I guess really the best spell I have to deal with the leopards is Stone Skinned.
Well,
But yeah, Stone Skinned have Pure Touch just to make it so they don't kill me. Yeah, hopefully we just don't wake them up then.
let's see. Well, I suppose I could just keep myself hidden for the time being, but these things are gonna probably sniff us out if we're invisible. So, take that what you will, of course.
So let's just pick a direction and go.
Let's check the front. Let's see if we can at least pick the lock. I have a means to do so.
Gus will get his Masterwork Thieves tools ready.
Okay, so you guys are going in the front.
He'll
Yeah.
take the front side.
The other
and-
thing I'll do is cast See Invisibility since it lasts for 2 hours. Because yeah, in case something
That's a really
turns
good
invisible
call.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
Soon, actually, you know what? And also Gus has that active as well. So since he has enough, he's got that set up almost permanently. So
Yeah, for like hours per level or something.
no, it's just it's all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no duration on it. It's as long as I have enough mental points put into it, and I don't
Oh,
spend all of my
Yeah, it's like
points.
swashbuckler deeds where they're like you need 1 panache, but yours
Yeah.
except it's mental focus instead.
Yeah, as soon as I spend all of my resonant power that's divination focused onto whatever, then once it's all spent, then I lose all of it, including the resonant.
Then yeah, perception.
Does Jane have dark vision?
Keep a lookout.
Uh,
I forget. Do changelings have dark vision?
No.
Maybe. Time to research, I guess.
Maybe low light. Wait, yes? Judrinka had dark vision?
changelings do have dark vision.
Okay.
After all, I'm playing Alma.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. And
should be
Alma has dark vision, and
it's
that's not
dark out, but Cormac will have light on his on him, so that there's light. Unless you want him to turn it off.
I wonder if she ever got her calling.
It might make sense to for stealth reasons, but so what do you guys think? Should we let him leave his light on, or I mean, we're not the stealthiest party anyway, but
Well, I'm stealthy, but maybe not you.
I
I
can
can get
sort
around
of
without
if I
being
turn
seen
invisible,
fairly
if
easily.
I just magic it. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm good at getting around without being noticed.
do we need the light too? Is the other thing. All right, I think we have the light.
Who's gonna need the light?
Is it pretty much
Cormac.
just Cormac? That's it.
Me?
Kudu
Yeah,
needs.
Kudu
Kudu
doesn't have
have.
Kudu Kudu also
dark vision
needs it.
either.
Okay. I couldn't remember what catfolk have, and I know there's
They
archetypes.
have low light, I think, but
They have low light, yeah.
How much light do you think we're gonna need? We don't want it to be too bright.
I mean that's
too
the
much
thing too.
attention.
If we have an option that's like lower light than the light spell, then maybe that'd be better.
Candles and the like are always useful. Give me one moment. Let me see if I have any in my bag. And instead of having to worry about light, I also have an ever-burning torch.
Yeah, that'll give off as much light as the light spell.
Yeah.
Torches will do that. Candles will, like a little candle holder or something, will be light.
I mean, light's light no matter how much you emit. People are gonna see it, so,
Well, the other option I have is we could always, because the one benefit of an ever-burning torch is you can always put something over the light. So
You
therefore,
could.
you can probably take a piece of cloth, something that's a little bit on the thinner side, cloak it over. You'll get a slight light. It's still probably going to put out some through most of the fabrics. Let me try that out really quick.
Pulls out the ever-burning torch, like a distance out from the building, and he'll take a piece of some of his thinner fabric and put it over to see if it puts out light enough that is similar to a candlelight.
Okay.
And does it do that? Or at least something similar to a lower amount of light based off of that.
Let's see, I can make a thing. Okay, here's like a little thing I'll just put on Gus. Got like a little, yeah, like a little candle, like light sort of.
Yeah. He's going to be passing that light over to someone that's going to be using it, either Kudu or Cormac, depending on who may feel that they're going to need it the most.
I need my hands free.
What of Cormac?
You can take it.
Okay. He'll pass it over, and it'll just be the best thing is it's quiet. It's coverable, so you can provide that low light, and and it provides no form of heat signature. So therefore, anything that could sense heat won't have to worry about that. So it's pretty useful for those circumstances.
Okay.
That's why he keeps it.
Okay.
It's like he can see just fine. It's just he has it for in case of emergency.
So what are you gonna do about this door?
Gus will head over. He'll go invisible.
I
okay.
only see 5 feet in front of me.
How do I need to like toggle this?
But yeah, Gus is gonna go and pull out his masterwork thieves tools, and then get.
Do you see the light now?
Not a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot.
Yeah, that's working as intended, probably then.
Yeah, should just provide
Not
just enough to
really,
get by, but
because if I have low light vision and he's illuminated the area, I
it should
see a
double
whole
it,
lot
right?
more.
Yeah, it should double the low light part. Yeah.
And candlelight, I'm pulling up the vision and light rules really quick here.
But I would also like to take the opportunity to do something
Yeah.
every once in a while. And Kudu would like to do a perception on the door, if that hasn't already been done.
Sure, go ahead.
I did one to like look out for
Yeah.
anybody noticing us. I'm like standing a little bit further back and kind of like glancing around nervously.
Yeah.
Kudu, all you see that the door is it's just locked. You don't think there's any kind of trap.
Gus is going to be making the same check just because that's just part of his process. He'll check for the he'll check for traps too. No. Yeah. Figured. Okay, so the so he's going to start working his disabled device using the masterwork tools, and he's trained in it. So 24. He'll be trying to be quiet about the whole situation if he can. So he's going to try to keep the noise down.
Okay. You get the door. Do you open it?
Yeah, he will slowly open the door and see if he can peek through. Does he see anyone inside the room?
What you see are folded stacks of dyed leather fill the well-organized shelves in this store, each labeled with the type of animal the skins are from, as well as the going price for wholesale and individual purchasers. Boots, gloves, pouches, satchels, and clothing serve as just some of the examples of the fine wares provided here. And no, you don't see anybody.
Gus is gonna whisper over, because I'm assuming. Now is Kudu mentioning in character the lack of visibility with that with the covered torch?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that looks like it's working. Secret. It's only providing like a bit of light with the covering on. It's like basically 10 feet with 5 feet of dim.
So 10 bright, 5 dim, or 5 bright, 5 dim.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not quite
5 by
doing it
5
right then because low light vision should extend the dim light out by an extra.
Right.
Like,
I'm like a
twice as
special
much.
case.
I don't know if roll 20 can
Yeah.
handle it very well with like low light. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh well.
Apart from just giving the light extra, but
You could probably
don't
just
know.
put a separate light source that's just of that normal, like, of just double the range.
yeah, I
don't
think
know.
Kudu's the only one using that that needs that light source anyway. I think everyone else has dark vision.
Well, Cormac also need the light source, but he's
Right,
gonna need it more immediate.
But Cormac is being NPC'd, so it doesn't matter. Like the GM is controlling Cormac and can see everything anyway. So
Fair, but yeah, I guess Kuda's just treated as just having 20 feet overall. I think. And so Gus he's gonna step inside, and he's gonna
Okay.
look around the room in general for any kind of traps.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 26.
So,
Okay.
if you ever want, instead of you like going in, you can always ask Kudu to look for things because her perception's a plus 23. So if that's ever something you want me to do, then go ahead and give me the opportunities to do so.
Yep.
So you open the door, and shall I help, or?
Well, you don't see Gus right now since he's invisible. Which let me mark him.
We can see
really
the
quick.
doors open though, so you could move
Yeah, you see
over
the door is open.
look in
So
there then.
Okay. I'm just
You know.
trying to step in more because I feel like I'm getting like no opportunity to like participate ever, and so I'm just trying to
Go for it.
force myself in now.
No, yeah, just say that I want to do this.
do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Gus is taking the stealth approach, but that's everyone else can do whatever they want.
No, what I'm getting
He
at is
just-
just there's a lot of talking, and I don't want to like interrupt you verbally. Just
Oh yeah.
and then somebody else will talk right away, and I'm just I'm taking the passive route here, and I'm kind of wanting
Fair.
to play, so I'm
Go for
just speaking up now.
Okay, you guys are going inside and you're looking
Can't
inside.
really see.
I guess Cormac is also going to be in here so that you have light.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are looking around.
Gus sneaks over to the door.
And nobody remarks anything out of the ordinary. All that you're seeing is a stocked shop. You don't see any traps or people or hidden
Just like
things
Okay.
at the moment.
I want to
Stuff that
be
you'd be
stealthy
selling.
as I'm doing all of this.
Alright, Jane's gonna close the door quietly behind her.
Thank you.
All right.
Gus
And then double
checks,
check that her pistol's loaded.
Gus checks this current door. Traps and locks.
I can't see, so I don't know what directions I could go.
That's the location
think
of where
there's
the
just a
door is at.
door.
I think you can see the
There's
team.
no other. There's only one way, which is up this way, which
Yeah.
is a door up there where Gus is standing.
We might have to do theater of mind at this point. Visible
Hmm.
walls. So
What does that mean?
Okay. You're not seeing any kind of trap, but you do see that this door is locked.
works his thieves' tools again and is going to attempt to unlock it.
Okay.
26. Not bad.
All right. You
This
do
is
get
also
it.
factoring his +2 from the masterwork of thieves' tools. So
Right. You get it. Do you open the door?
he'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door.
And he looks in.
Oh, something's gonna happen here probably.
Yep. So you guys should all see this.
I don't know that unless there's light
You
in there.
see a heavy wooden
Abysm.
table
Oh,
covered
my.
with cups and plates that sits in the middle of the room, surrounded by a finely
There's
carved.
light in there.
Surrounded by finely carved. There are crates stacked in the southern end of the room, and 2 rows of shelves line the room's northeastern corner. And you see, yes, individuals. They look like
Please
guards.
abysm.
Awake, sleeping, or what?
Oh, they're awake,
Are
and they don't
see the
really
door?
notice like so much like the door like being unlocked. But like as it's opened, they don't see you, Gus, because you're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm
they do
stealthy,
see.
hopefully.
They do see, yeah, like some of the other people here. So we're going to roll initiatives.
Aw.
But I have Gus and Kudu acting in the surprise round because they do not notice you because of
Nice.
either stealth or invisibility.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
good
let me go
roll for
ahead and
me.
get his initiative in there really quick, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, my miss roll 20.
And for some
What'd you
reason, I
roll
can't-
really well? Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
That's
That's
pretty
why.
good. Very good initiative.
Tim
Let's see if roll 20 continues to. Yeah, it's doing what it does for me.
Oh, mine's supposed to be
Alright.
+7, so let me get that.
It's all right. I'm way in the back here. Me going last is probably fine. I don't even have my weapon out. Actually, I would have kept the sheath because flaming longsword. I'm pretty sure would have had like it would have been too bright. You know, it would have emitted light.
Well, I mean, the flaming part of it's kind of like a
And turn it
like when
off.
you wanted to.
Yeah. But yeah, I figure I probably didn't have my sword out. I mean, I have improved unarmed strike anyway, so it's like I don't. If I get caught without it out, it's not a big deal. But I'll probably take the time to pull it out this round when I go at the end of the round. Probably second to last. Technically, I did beat Gus, although Gus gets to go in the surprise round, so.
Well, you would have beaten Gus no matter what because he rolled a freaking 1.
Yeah, we have the same initiative bonus. I just rolled a 2. I rolled double your roll. Means I'm twice as fast. Although the actual bonus wasn't double, but you know.
Okay.
The base roll.
Looks like we got everybody. So then it's going to be Kudu first during your surprise round.
Okay.
Door opened. You see at least one of these guys.
They're like standing up from their chair or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're
Are
standing
they
from
playing
their chairs and
cards?
stuff.
Surprise! Wall!
A
I put a wall
wall.
in front of Gus.
Looks like they were actually finishing a meal.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
it looks like Gus is
wait.
acting slower, and they're acting really fast, and I'm like, ah! So I put a wall up to buy
Okay,
us
where do you put the
time.
wall?
This is a wall of what? Water?
Yeah.
Ice, yeah.
Ice, actually.
You can
Ice?
break it, but it prevents full rounds from happening, basically.
Oh, there goes my plan. Okay.
Where are you putting the wall?
Pretty much at the door, huh?
Yeah. I can't see
Oh,
you, so
okay.
I don't know where you are.
Did you draw the door there, or should I draw it?
It's there. I think his token's partly going over it.
Oh, I see it.
I just see like a.
Oh, did it not
really
polygon?
small.
Oh shit, there you go.
There we go.
That's
That'll
much
do.
better.
There we go.
Okay. So door
Okay.
opens, I see through Gus because I can't see Gus, and then I see them standing up. So that's my instinct.
All right,
Sorry.
Gus.
Well, shit. All right, let me see what I can do here. Can he even see any of these guys through the ice?
Yes.
Okay, so it is more of a transparent ice and not just like the rhymed over. Okay.
Right.
All
It's
right.
just you want to pass through it or shoot through it, you have to break it.
Yeah, it just stops physical stuff from going through it.
It counts
Physical
as
barrier, but
total cover.
But it is
Well, that was not going to be the concern. It's now the fact that these guys are going to be able to raise the alarm.
Hey, you're invisible.
That shouldn't matter on that. It's just the fact that they're going to raise the alarm.
We're worried
no
about them
matter what.
running away. Yeah, and
Because
going
you
like.
saw, you at least knew that Gus
reinforcements.
opened the door. Therefore, he was at least at that location.
Well, you might
Oh
open the
my
door and then
God.
step through immediately.
Okay, well
I'm trying to
I
think
did
of
what
how
I did.
I know. I'm trying to think of how to get around this, and that's all. Or at least provide some sort of means of distraction. And wait a minute. Wait, what is?
Yeah, I know. I can definitely get in there when it's my turn if I want, but It's gonna be a while.
because Gus is
Speaking
not
of
going
which,
to have
I'm
the.
gonna grab something to drink because I'm like
Yeah.
last in the turn order anyway, and
Yeah.
we're not even in turn 1. So
Yeah,
I'll
and
be right
Gus
back.
can't break through this. He is too old and feeble to do that.
Yes, you can. Anybody can, but it would reveal you because you're invisible.
Yes, it would. All right. Well, I guess he's going to go a little bit more focused on the. He's going to try something different, a little bit interesting. He steps back behind Jane. Actually, no. Actually, back
It's
to
a
here.
surprise round. You can only do one thing.
You're right. Thank you for reminding me of that. What objects are in the room?
In the room you're looking into, or the
Yeah,
one that you're
I'm
in?
assuming that's the room that the guards are in.
The
There's
guards-
tables, chairs, crates, and shelves.
They also
Well-
have like the plates and or whatever bowls or whatever they're using to eat, utensils on the table.
Yeah.
They're eating a late dinner.
Gus can't do anything. He's gonna move back here and just end action.
Okay. We'll start with round 1. Start with this guard. Gets up. He draws a falchion, not quickly, and then starts moving over towards this ice, and this one's,
He's yelling.
whoever you are, get out of here!
Yeah, they probably think we're thieves.
Yeah, get out of here, you thieves! And that's his turn. Jane, it's Jane's turn.
So, is it a wall of ice?
That is a wall of ice.
Nice. Is this something that we know we're definitely going to be fighting then?
Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. No one's actually hurt each other yet. I just had to go
I
into
wasn't
initiatives.
sure of what the plan was exactly when we run into people.
Yeah, we hadn't really discussed it much.
No, we didn't.
She's just going to move back and prepare an action to throw her throwing dagger.
Like logically, who would actually have?
That's right. You
No.
have a returning dagger or something, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who would have guards?
I think we gave that to
Oh,
you.
leather.
It was like kudos for a while, but you got like a
The
returning
spear, short spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's Jane's turn. This one's gonna come up. Also pulls their some pulls out their falchion too. Actually no. They're gonna call it a bow. I'll get behind over here, this other one. And he stands ready here. This one here is going to move over here and pull out their bow as well. Cormac's. Let's see. Well, Cormac is ready to fight if you guys need to. He's going to put up Shield of Faith and stand over here on the other side of the ice. Kudu.
Okay, I see that he's ready, and I'm going to. I can't. Is this a wall? Yeah, I'm bouncing against it. Okay. Drench is gonna move away here. I'm going to
I'm back.
Where's
Go back.
that engine?
Mhm.
It doesn't say whether or not I can dismiss the wall, so I'm just gonna blast the wall.
You're gonna blast the wall?
Yeah. It'll
Okie dokie.
guarantee break. Yeah.
Now that everyone's moved.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather slick them, but yeah, it's...
Okay. Then I'll just say you blast the wall down. Right? Because I think your minimum damage is enough to destroy it.
Probably.
Okay. Well, it's gone. This card moves up over here and also
2
draws there.
HP per kinesis level, so 22 HP. Yeah. it'll fall.
Fengram, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out the flaming Archon sword,
All right.
and it will ignite in flame, which will lighten up the room. I'm going to use a swift action to... I think I'm actually gonna like pull it out as I move up, actually, and I'm gonna use a swift action to enhance it with the speed property for next turn. And then for my standard action,
There you go.
I'm
You
just
have
gonna-
the torch now.
I'm just gonna yell at them that like you need to get out of our way if you don't want to get. We're not here to steal this stuff. We're here for other reasons. And I'd
Okay.
recommend you find a way to vacate the vicinity as quickly as possible. And I'll
are
try
you
to do
gonna an
I'll try
intimidate?
to I'll do a demoralize. I'll try to do a demoralize on the closest guy. It's probably not likely to work, but
Okay, go ahead and roll
maybe.
Cool motive, still breaking and entering.
Oh yeah, they probably won't do anything, but I'm gonna give them a chance before, murking them. Probably not good enough to demoralize them though. That's my intimidate check.
This one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I only have like 4 ranks in it, and I'm not built to do it like Sister Maria was. It's just something I incidentally have, and that'll be my turn. I have the have the sword out, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. You actually do demoralize them.
Nice.
Alright. So he's shaking.
Yeah, for
one round,
you
baby.
actually do beat it by 5.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's demoralized for 2 rounds. There is some
These guys-
force into what you say.
Yeah. I rolled pretty decently, so. I guess that's the thing. The DCs are built around people just like having ranks in it, and not built around. Plus, these guys
Well,
probably
it's
are
based
pretty
on
low.
hit die plus wisdom or sense motive.
Yeah. This guy's probably. I feel like these guys actually probably aren't that strong. Like,
All right, Gus.
they're just like random guards. They're probably supposed to like stop level 3 rogues from breaking in and stealing shit. Like, we're way above their pay grade.
Well, if they were abysm,
Well-
we'd be having a hard time.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely.
Well, considering what just happened here, Gus is going to now step outside.
I guess nobody notices. Still
No, it's like the
visible,
same
yeah.
arc.
Well, actually, no. The door got closed by Jane, so he would actually open up the door and then,
Oh, we see
yeah.
the door open.
and then, yeah.
It's a ghost! A ghost is coming in. Everybody run!
Everyone run!
And then Gus is going to
I take it back. We are running away. There's a ghost here. I suggest you run too.
steps out, closes the door, and then walks over here, and he's gonna, I guess, work on Plan B, which is gonna be working on these locks. I don't know if he can
All we need to do is
do that.
have everyone else here stir up a big fucking fight like a shit show of a fight, and you just sneak in
Yeah.
and rescue Dahab while we're fighting.
That is
perfect.
That is definitely Plan B.
Okay.
God, if this was 4 abysms, we'd be pretty dead right now.
I don't know about dead. Just not.
You might get
hitting
hit
them.
once.
That's true. He did roll. Star Fox rolled really terrible with that character, very consistently.
You demoralize him,
Very consistent.
but he's going to step into this room
Oh, you fiend!
on a skirt of you. Although he is shaken, so you've put some kind of fear into him, but he's still going to do his job, and he's going to take a hit at you, Fingram.
All right, he's probably gonna hit. I don't have my AC stuff going right now.
Why does Fingram have a dot on his eye?
His sword is like as bright as a torch right now.
Oh.
So that's the lantern icon.
Oh.
It's shedding light. Okay, I'm pretty sure he misses with a 17.
That does miss, yeah.
He's gonna take another attack. And that one's also gonna miss.
I thought you were just wearing like a monocle now. It's your new style.
Yeah.
That would be
New
pretty
style.
awesome.
And as he's trying to hit you and drive you away, he's grunting and yelling, "Ah, you damned thief!" Jane.
Didn't we just say?
I just told him I'm not a thief.
He doesn't
Come
I feel
on,
like
believe
a
you.
thief would say that anyway.
What kind of thief comes into here with a fucking flaming longsword? Come on now, guy.
Look, I don't want to steal anything.
I'll try to reason with him when it's my turn.
Just, you know.
I'm just trying to imagine this happening.
Yeah, like
Jane,
that's like the absurdity of this is like a guy comes in with a flaming longsword. You think he's here to like steal your fucking tannery stuff? Like
I'm walking in
mundane goods.
carrying a beacon.
Like, come on,
Sorry,
guy.
guys.
I'm
not
holding a
thief.
sword that's
Yeah.
more valuable than this entire
Together.
building.
Jane's
Don't mind
gonna
my
go
flaming
ahead
longsword here.
and-
Yeah.
So wait, did he open the door again, or did he close
For
it
a
afterwards?
moment, then he closed it.
It's weird.
Gus is weird sometimes. You noticed.
I'm
He's an
starting to,
occultist.
yes. Okay. I'm gonna throw the returning dagger then, because I see him attack.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Leave him alone!
The 17 will miss.
Do you have multiple attacks?
Uh,
You moved.
Yeah,
I
she
moved.
But yeah, Jane does have multiple attacks.
Then
By multiple, it's meant to be 2.
Yes.
I was just like, I got 3 attacks and swift actions. I get 2.
I think well we don't have any other like Jane's got 6 levels of full BAB, but we don't actually have any full BAB characters, so everyone's got like only 2 attacks. Except for me, but that's because of Magus things.
I
do,
only
like,
get
5
one
attacks.
attack.
then
Yeah,
return.
yeah, it's Kineticist things.
Okay.
Also, it is a returning dagger, so like it returns at the
You
end
get
of
it back at
your
the
turn.
end of your turn.
Yeah, so you actually can't do multiple attacks with a returning dagger. That's why Zedurium's build
That's
This
his
guard
dagger
is
throwing.
going to take
He's got that
a
ricochet
shot
dodge.
at Kudu because
Oh.
he can see.
Returning daggers weren't good enough for like
Actually,
being
2 shots at you.
Me? Oh, all
Yep.
kinds of interesting things are gonna happen, so don't assume you hit me right away.
Well, I have to tell you the number. So, does this beat your AC? Does a 25 beat your?
Roll a percentage.
So you have concealment.
And that I'm now
20%
thinking back on
concealment.
Thera whenever I think of
Shimmering.
returning
Aw.
weapons.
My shimmering
Yeah, her
mirage!
Freaking Captain
I think that
America
hit,
then Rygar up afterwards.
Yeah, she was regular.
Okay,
Yeah.
do I want a black... What was it? A what? It wasn't a crit,
25.
was it? No.
No, it wasn't a crit.
Does that hit? Oh shit. That does. That hits. For
Darn.
now. I'm not
And
powered
then
up.
does a 10, no.
No.
A 14 doesn't hit you, right?
Nope.
This guy's shooting with a bow, you said?
5 damage.
So let's see. This is going to be... I didn't add the bonus damage, so
Oh.
it's 5 plus 4. 9.
9. Okay.
Wait.
Ow.
Number 1 is this guy's actually.
Oh, wait.
It's
Oh, wait.
the other guy's shooting.
I have an item that
Yeah.
I never freaking use. Is it on this character? Oh, I sold it
Is
because
it-
I never use it.
Was it
The bracers.
gloves
What-
of arrow snatching?
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
probably that.
Yeah. Did
I
I
had-
hand that to somebody or I sold it? Either.
think
Yeah,
you
I don't
sold
know
it.
anymore.
I had it on fucking Nizzo for an entire campaign, and it never once got to use it, I don't think. Maybe
always
I got to use
forget
it
to
once.
use it.
I think I used
it
because I was
once,
chucking
maybe.
boulders at you, you know?
Yeah, you're like, you
Uh,
can't use snatch arrows or deflect arrows on boulders. I'm
it
like,
doesn't make
why not?
sense.
Why can't a gnome deflect boulders? That sounds perfectly reasonable.
This other guy, number 3, takes 2 arrow shots at Cormac. And he hits with 1 and misses with...
Dang. That one time I remembered to use it, I had already sold it.
We haven't fought very many things that shoot arrows at us.
I don't
It's
get
been, like-
hit much. I don't get targeted much, honestly.
Yeah. We haven't fought very many things that shoot arrows. It's been like
On
mostly melee.
Cormac's turn,
things.
he's got some buffs rolling.
Mhm.
He's going to draw his one-handed, his heavy mace, and he gives a grunt and says, "Oh, you fools! If you want to fight, then I'll make this quick." He gives him a whap with this mace that hit and deals some damage. Kudu.
Kudu says, I'm not sure I want to kill them, so I'm going to go a little easy on them. And I'm going to cast Slick on... right there.
Okay.
I can imagine this is a really bad work day for them.
Well, it's probably going to be.
Yeah, this is the worst day they've ever had at work.
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
what's your
we're just
DC?
doing a
DC
job.
DC 16.
DC 16. Okay. Wow, they both made it.
Oh, darn it. Darn yo.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a low DC.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. I'm going easy on
This
them.
one here is like Slick shows up and his feet are kind of like shuffling around, but he stays on his 2 feet, and he's also going to shoot at both of his arrows miss. Finger.
Alright, so yeah, I will comment on that, like, the fact... I'm holding a sword that's more valuable than this very building. You think that I'm really here to steal from you? And then...
All you're doing
I'll-
is just giving them initiative to go ahead and actually now take the sword so they
They're
can
like,
sell
"Hmm,
it
I
and
can
quit
retire."
this job.
Well, now
Yeah.
that you mention that.
No, I do mention that like the value of the sword,
Well,
but
by the
I
way,
want
we're
to-
thugs.
I want to introduce more like enemies that do things like disarm and steal and run away with
Run away
players'
with your
items
shit.
and shit.
Yeah.
That's something that always like gets a player's like eternal ire.
oh yeah,
God.
Yeah.
he'll chase. That's one of the things that was like the jokes. Like you can like steal their fucking like masterwork dagger at like level 1, and like they'll chase that guy around until they're like level 16, and then they finally get it back. That dagger, they're like, yes, I got my dagger back. And like, you're not even gonna use it. It's like, yeah, but it's the principle. I got my dagger
Yeah.
back.
True story. I did it to Star Fox with the witch crow on their way to
Yeah.
the spire. I took his arcane bond, which was a ring, and the witch crow wanted the jewelry and ran off
It's a little
with
more
it.
personal.
Yeah,
that's
so they
one-
hunted him down. It was fun.
Every time I hear the word Star Fox, I'm now just thinking just of the game,
Of
and
the
so I'm
game,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
That's-
he's
I'm
a
just
the
like,
name of
wait,
one of the
who is stealing something in the Star Fox game?
All right, so that's
Yeah.
6 fire damage, 7
Alright.
physical
Take
damage.
some damage.
I mean, the most you could steal is someone else's kill, and typically you're the one that's doing it.
That's
Second attack,
another hit.
haste.
That was my kill, Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
why
love how
he's
they
named
complain
Star Fox.
about you helping them.
I never did ask him if he was like a fan or something.
15
Might be.
misses probably.
15 misses, yeah. Well, it's because like they're all mercenaries, so maybe
then I'm
like,
gonna-
their individual pay grade depends on like what they shoot down
They're just gonna get slapped by.
Yeah, I don't want to blast
by
these
hair.
guys.
The beard,
Yeah,
the beard just
they're
like,
gonna be
whap,
like, oh shit!
whap.
Ah, of course. It's pretty classic. All right,
Um,
it's all right. I do 5 damage with my beard. I'm gonna punch
Okay.
him. I'll punch him with my beard. All right, and does I did
Gus,
30 damage ish.
Hey,
Um,
Matt.
are you still working on these?
he's
Did
gonna work on the
I-
locks.
Yeah, that takes like a D4, 2D4
Let's
rounds or
roll a
something,
2d4 to see how long it takes you. He might get it in 2.
Right? Mhm.
Matt, I am gonna run to the restroom real quick. On my turn, if I'm not back, just throw the dagger again.
Depending on the
Okay.
complexity of the lock, I think that rule changes on how long it takes.
It can change, but it's
Yeah.
got to take like a particularly like kind of like expensive lock, but typically it's 2d4.
Yeah, typically it's 2D4.
Matt, do you want me to roll anything for the picking of the lock on the check
Not until it's 7 rounds.
until those? Okay.
Yeah, so when
Well-
round 7 comes around, it'll be the disable device check.
Well then, I'm gonna just sit out of this for a little bit while you guys are doing that, and maybe eat.
Hopefully this will go fast, yeah. Alright. This guy's getting kind of hurt, but he's staying his ground for now. He's gonna take an attack on Fingrim.
Okay.
So the first attack is a natural 20, and it is backed up by a 23. Does that back?
It does. He gets a crit on me.
Oh wow. That's even with his shaken still.
Yeah, it barely did it, but I didn't fight defensively or anything, so.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe I'll be like, I guess I need to take these guys seriously if he does like a ton of damage here. But
He crits you once.
alright.
And then his second attack, I'm pretty sure misses. If it's not as high as 23.
Yeah, my AC is 22, so.
And this guy's like, "Ugh, these brigands are strong. Go and get the leopard."
Oh no, not the leopards.
Jane is going to throw her dagger because that's what Derek said she wanted to do. So she's going to make an attack. And that's going to miss.
Darn.
This guy, who is not on the slick, is going to go over here towards the door. Yep. This one is going to shoot at Cormac. One is a hit, and the other one's a miss. With 7 points. And then Cormac's turn, he's just going to attack this guy again. He actually sees that he gets a good hit on you, Fingrim, and that's kind of like, oh, alright, you can fight. Well, by power invested in me by my god. I'm gonna fight you. It's nothing personal. It's just what my god would want me to do.
Yeah.
Alright, he hits him for some damage. This guy... Oh yeah, that's right. I've been showing his, like, damage thingy. He's pretty hurt. Kudu. Yeah, this guy's looking pretty hurt.
I'm gonna move up here. Is that guy retreating in the corner there? Like, what is he
Actually,
doing?
he's, like, more than that.
They yelled to
He's
go
at a
get the
quarter.
leopards, so he's probably going to get the leopards. Is my
Okay.
guess. I think he's the one that's been tasked with doing that.
So my slick's gonna go away, and I'm gonna recast it over.
Over
where
on
he
that
is.
guy.
Yeah.
Alright.
If we can stop them from getting the leopards, that probably makes things a lot easier for us.
Yeah. So 16.
Alright, you said it's 16?
Mhm.
Oh, man. His 15 is just not high.
Well.
He said,
He
"Oh
was
man," it made me
almost
think
No
you
there.
made
leopards
it.
for
But
you.
you're actually rooting for these guys, huh?
Huh.
They're like, I want my scrappy underdog.
They're like so
Or
underdog
it's-
right now.
They definitely are. I definitely feel like these guys are way, like we're definitely way above their pay grade. They didn't.
Oh yeah.
They weren't hired to deal with something like us.
Oh, yeah. If you guys are like lower level, like thieves or something like that, then
Yeah.
this might be more of a problem.
Yeah,
I did
these
not
guys.
foresee that. They've given you some like good hits. I'm like, wow, he crit you. But other than that, it's like,
Yeah,
Alright, is
but
it your turn, Kudu?
Yeah.
the fact that I got crit and I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Like that says a lot.
This guy is also going to try and shoot Cormac. And that's a high roll, but Cormac has some pretty good armor, and he's shooting through cover. Unfortunately, that still does not hit Cormac. He's got good AC right now. Okay, Finger. Did
I
you guys miss?
think I'm just going to full attack this guy. Well, we'll see. If I hit down him in one attack, I'll miss. But we'll start with the first attack.
It's a hit.
Whoops, it didn't. Oh, because I put 2 Ds in there. Whoopsie. All right, there.
13. All right. You actually do like give him like a hit somewhere on his body, I guess of your choice, and like he takes a knee. He's disabled.
He's only disabled, huh? I'll hit him with my prehensile hair because I'm less likely to kill him with that. Oh, well, if I crit him, I might. Jeez.
Uh-oh. The hair.
I mean, it's still not going to be that much damage, but that might. I don't know what his con is. He could end up dying.
All right, he goes down. That hair, like, I don't know how it gets him. Is it just bludgeoning damage?
It's bludgeoning,
What's
yeah.
it- Like
It's
you just crack him
bludgeoning.
like in his helmet, and you can hear like bam.
Ooh, I got this one.
He
It gave
falls
him a
against the,
hairline fracture.
Yeah, he
Oh.
falls against the side of the inside of the threshold of this door, and he slumps, and you hear him groaning and like bleeding from his helmet, but he's not dead. But that was a really bad.
He's probably dead
hit.
in like 1 or 2 rounds if somebody doesn't help him. But
Should I?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who do these people work for?
They're just doing their job. They're just following orders.
What? Yeah, but like, who are they? Whose orders?
Well, Presumably they work for the tannery, and they're like
Supposedly.
technically working for a div, but they probably don't know it. As far as they know it, they might even been working here like under the original guy that the div's impersonating. For all we know. So they're
As
just
someone who actually works in that field, show some mercy, please.
hey, your turn's coming up. You can do it. I think it'd be in character
Yeah.
for you too.
Definitely
do you do anything
would.
else with your turn, Fingram? Do you 5-foot step?
Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere useful to 5-foot step to, so I don't think I do. I think I'm just gonna. I think that's it for my turn. If I
Okay.
if I
Gus is
only
going to
blow it to the
continue
negative,
working
I
on the
would
lock.
move into the room. But
Yep.
We go down to round 4. Yeah, this guy's down and out cold. Jane, it's your turn.
you just saw Fingrim drop this guy with a very
With ease.
brutal.
The
Is
hair
he-
swing.
Does Finnegram
Does
have like
he-
a surprised look on his face? Like, oh I didn't mean to that. Not that much.
No. Stone
okay.
cold killer.
Oh, okay.
Is he
Do we have a casualty?
bleeding out or?
Yeah,
Yes, he is bleeding out, but he looks alive.
You guys seen the
His
like-
he's just bleeding, and you can see like from the helmet. Yeah, it's like he's losing a lot of blood here, but he is alive.
Oh god, it's the penny
Would I
guards.
be
The
able
penny
to?
guards.
Would I be able to stop that bleeding with a heal
Ah,
check?
you
Because I don't want to
can't.
use any healing on him, really.
Yeah, you can give me a heal check.
I told
Go
you
ahead.
I
Alright,
wasn't
press
here
the
to
heal button.
steal.
Okay, you do it. You stabilize him.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Like,
You
Here we
basically
go.
you quickly take off the helmet and just like wrap whatever cloth is nearby, and you stop him from.
And while I'm doing that, I want to kind of be like, "Hey, I'm trying to help him. Would you please stop fighting us?"
Oh, to like the other guy.
All right.
Maybe they'll give up. Surrender.
Diplomacy.
Not at the moment, but they do hear you, and it looks like they understand you.
Well, I could try.
Mm-hmm. This guy is like fumbling around on the ice. He got tripped by it. He's gonna get up, and then he's gonna use his other move action to just open the door. But that's all that he can do. He can't move off of his spot at the moment because he can't 5-foot.
Perfect.
He's like trying to put 1 foot through the door, and then he's losing his balance and like holding onto the corner of the wall.
Put 1 foot in front of the other.
This guard, they've got their bow, and they leave here.
Why?
And this is gonna shoot at Fingram.
Don't you want to be friends?
Well, this one might hit. Let's see if it does. Does a 25 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So the first... No, wait, no, hold on. This is the second attack. It's lower than that. That's... Ooh, that's way lower. That's 20. Does a 20...
Mm-mm.
Okay, so both of his arrows miss. Cormac. Cormac is going to just step right on. And he says, "No, we will not leave. So we'll have to make you leave."
Well,
And he's gonna swing at one of them, the one right in front of him.
oh yeah, there's two. I can't see the other, but yeah.
Oh, yep, he hits him.
Nice.
Bop. He gives him a bop.
Bob.
He's not hitting super hard right now. He doesn't. He has most of his defensive buffs like Iron Skin and Shield of Faith going, but he doesn't have like Divine Power.
Oh.
I don't think he needs it.
Nah, I don't intend on killing anybody.
Kudu. Yeah, he's not like trying to kill him, but once battle is joined, he needs to. That's just the dogma of his god.
I'm gonna come in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn myself. The slick is gonna stay there. And I'm going to cast a wall in front of him.
All right. No.
These poor guys. They're so outmatched.
And Kudu will say, no, just stay here. Don't go anywhere.
One of my plans, I was thinking of using telekinetic maneuver just to pull them back to us too, just dragging
Oh,
away.
we could do that.
Like, no! I don't need to though.
Okay, is that your turn, Kudu?
Yes.
Telekinetic maneuver actually is a really good damage spell too, though, if you have the right setup for it.
And this one, he drops his bow, and you can hear a bit of, I guess, some fear in their voice as they start to. As he pulls out his falchion and tries to give Cormac a hit, and he says, "We won't let you raise this place."
Oh my god.
They're just trying to. This is their livelihood, man.
And then he takes a swing at Cormac, but Cormac easily
That card
dodges
game
it,
must
or
have
just
been
like
intense.
blinks off his.
They can't think clearly.
But just don't.
Finger. Yeah.
And ironically, this is not the Nuremberg defense, since unless they actually know that their boss is evil.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They probably
know this.
because the div might have impersonated like an existing tannery, like you said, like a tanner or something. They
Yeah.
might have just been working for like the guy and they probably don't know that the Dahav is here. Like they don't know about that.
And the funny
I'm
thing is
sure.
that like these guards, like they're no slouches themselves. Like their hit dice and class level is actually not like super. These are fairly well respected guards in their field. They're just
It won't be much
way
longer.
outmatched.
Yeah. Well, like like you said, they're probably used to dealing with like level 5 rogues or whatever, trying to sneak in and loot the place. I'm gonna move into the room and what else do I want to do here? I think I'm just gonna move up here, and I'm gonna. Well, before I move in here, I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch, and I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna hit this guy with Vampiric Touch. Give myself some temporary hit points. I mean, the temporary hit points last for like, how long do they last for? They last for a long time. Yeah, they last for 1 hour. So
Hey,
theoretically,
buddy, I'm gonna borrow your life essence.
yeah, basically. I'm figuring if we run into something more dangerous, having the temporary hit points will be fine anyway. Like, be useful. So, yep. Here comes my attack. I'm gonna attack the one. Actually, okay, hold up. I'm gonna change how I move. I'm gonna move in here, and then I'll move down here. Actually. Whoops.
Did you forget about Q?
What is going on here? Okay, there we go. I'm in pan view. That's what happened. I accidentally selected pan view, so the map just started moving around on me instead.
Gross.
I'm like, this is not what I want. Stop it. All right, here we go. Here's my attack. All right. Assuming that hits. Vampiric Touch does. It caps out at 10d6. I get 66 at this point. Okay. I'll do the Vampiric Touch damage first.
Okay.
So I get 22 temporary hit points. He takes 22 damage. And then also my weapon damage. which is 8 physical, 4 fire.
Okay, they take all of it. Gus is coming along with the lock. Shouldn't be too much longer now. That guy's down. Is Derek there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could have made that a maximized vampiric touch. That might have been. I forgot I had that 1 a day. I can use that. Oh well.
So, still trying to remain quiet.
Oh, that's why you're not using your gun.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's that. I mean, their battle has broken out, but guns are particularly loud.
Yeah,
I don't want to draw attention as long as we can avoid it. So I will target number 3 there.
Wait, you hit, and you do some damage.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You nick them with the dagger.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. This guy. Well, now he's faced with an ice wall, and he takes out his They take out their falchion, and they're gonna try and beat the wall down. He'll take 1 attack on it.
Okay.
He definitely hits it, and here's the damage.
22 Wait,
Is it-
24
you said-
HP?
24. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're level 12.
Oh,
He deals 10 damage to it.
alright, he's got.
Aw,
Still
poor guy.
going.
It's still there.
The ice is so thick and difficult to break.
And he's like slipping under the slick underneath him.
Yeah, he's like trying very hard to keep his balance because if he knows if he moves too much, then he might. Okay, it's his turn. This guy is going to take a 5-foot step away from Cormac and shoot him with his bow. And he misses with both arrows. Cormac is going to attack this dude twice. Oh yeah, that's 2 hits. Bam, he goes down. And now he's bleeding out. Cormac shrugs and then walks towards this guy. And he says, if you want to leave, you gotta do it now. Kudu. Make another one.
Wait. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, hold on. When does that guy go? Oh, not for a while. Like right before him. Okay, I'll let him make his decision and then he'll suffer the consequence of that. With this fellow. Should I? No, I'm not gonna let them leave that way. This is tough because I know my blasts are loud as well. I'm gonna pull out the returning short spear and chuck it at the guy Yeah, probably move and throw it at the one not in the ice.
That's good. Okay, over the table. Go ahead, give me your attack.
Yeah.
Hey!
Woof.
Ah, you missed.
Come back to me, spear.
It
Come
does,
back.
fortunately. Okay, this guy is bleeding out. Let's see if he bleeds out.
Cutie just doesn't want to kill anybody. She's just like, ugh.
Oh, this guy actually stabilizes. He's not dying anymore.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was only at -5 here. Finger.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to use the flight hex. And I'm going to fly, because otherwise I'd have to double move anyway to get around to a flanking position. So yeah, I'm going to fly, like, around this guy. Maybe a part, like, yeah. You just see Fingram, like, fly over here, around, all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
And he's hovering over here behind this guy.
Alright.
And hopefully that'll make him want to surrender. He's flanked now too. There's a flying dwarf with this flaming longsword behind him.
Right, yeah. And he's seen what that beard can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that guy is down. Jane.
I guess technically I could have just stayed where I was at and beard punched him from where I was standing.
She's gonna toss her dagger at the person there at the door.
Okay. You hit him, and you do some damage.
Woo! Stand
Finger,
down.
did you have any other actions that turn?
No, I used a standard action to activate the flight hex and then a move action to fly around over there.
Alright, this guy.
And I didn't feel like using a standard personal action.
He is scared, and he is just gonna keep hacking away at the.
Maybe he just runs away instead of getting the leopards. I don't really want to risk it though.
He hits. He takes 2 attacks. Here's his first. 12. Is the ice still there?
What did he do? 10 before? Yeah, it's got 2 more.
Yeah, it's 2 hit points.
Alright, so then he hits it a second time. And 15, that shatters it.
Alright, well.
But that's his whole turn, and he can't 5-foot step out of it, so
yeah.
He's stuck there for at least another turn. This
Perfect.
guy is surrounded with his back to the wall. He drops his weapons and raises his hand. And
Alright, wise.
He's got his back up against. He's surrendered. Cormac doesn't attack. There's no honor in or glory in attacking a defense opponent.
Yeah.
But he's gonna stay here just to make sure he doesn't do anything. And he looks to the other guy and says, "We can't let him escape or alert the others."
Kudu says, "No problem," and I put another wall up.
You put another wall up.
Yo,
The guy's
dog,
like,
I heard
"No."
you like walls.
Cormac on his turn is just going to use a cure light wounds on him. Healed himself for a little bit. Okay, is it all you do on your turn, Kudu?
Yeah, and Drench is gonna come in.
Finger.
Alright, well, I'll fly over here and I'm flying just above the slick, so it doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll attack this guy and tell him he needs to surrender.
All right.
Attack him.
You hit.
And I'll tell him if he drops his weapon, I'll stop attacking him.
All right, he takes some damage. Gus is almost done with that door. That guy's down. Jane.
Well, stick a knife in him, he's done. Aww.
That is a miss. Just
Yep.
barely.
And then... no, I don't want to risk falling. I'll stay here.
Okay. When met with another wall and his escape, his possible escape cut off, and Fingrim menacing him, he drops his weapons and puts his hands up.
Attaboy.
Look, we didn't even have to kill anyone. We just had to beat them up.
You just had to psychologically torment these guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of what we do.
I hope it's a Friday for you.
Yeah, I hope it's a Friday for you. Actually, it might have been
My 2 days off were the
employer.
last 2 days ago.
Cormac's gonna start binding this
Friday's always
guy's arms.
It's like at work where I'm like, this wouldn't have been a problem, but since it's Friday, it's all fucked up.
And he doesn't resist. Kudu?
Wait, we're still in combat?
We're still in rounds for right now. This is the last round. I just want to see what you guys do. Cormac is binding this guy.
I'll come and heal this fellow.
So this would be their Friday, but it's actually their Friday the 13th at this point.
Yeah.
Just bad luck.
It is bad luck.
Yeah.
It's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
There's a subreddit called "Is it Friday the 13th?" or "Is today Friday the 13th?" And so like every day he makes a post, and it's almost always no.
I avoid.
But today was yes.
He keep him asleep, but he heals.
And yeah, it cracks me up that that's
And
actually like a
did
thing.
anything?
Nope. I go land back on the ground over here.
Okay, Gus, go ahead and roll your disable device. This is the round that you get to lock.
Hopefully. Well, now that we're out of combat.
I think he can get it. His disable device is pretty high. Yeah, you totally get it. You unlock it. Do you want to open it?
He'll peek in and see what the status is.
Okay. You take a look in, and you don't think you see any of the leopards from where you are right now. You just see dozens and dozens of these vats.
Okay. Gus is going to then. Is he able to do what does he have that he can do on this?
As
turn?
far as movement, you're the last person, so we're actually ending rounds for right now. So now we're in free action.
He's gonna kind of sneak in and just take a look around the corner.
Okay. Looking around. And I think at the corner of your vision, you might be seeing over here that there's a sleeping cat.
I don't know if I can see it past all the vats, though.
Right, it might just be like maybe a tail or something.
Probably not even that, because the amount of vats and such is blocking my line of sight completely.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
So-
ask.
but Gus knows where they were, so he would anticipate
that's true.
knowing that they're going to be in that location. But he's going to sneak around. He's going to roll stealth.
Okay. And Finger, what were you gonna
So
say?
during that
Really?
time, I'm gonna
A
ask
one?
these guys. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You do have a plus 20 bonus for being invisible, though.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah, I'm
do.
gonna ask one of the guys still conscious there. I'll say like we're not here to steal anything. We're looking for someone. And do I actually? I guess I've never seen the Hob, but I have someone's given me a description, right, of what he looked like. I'm assuming, like when we first were told about him, they probably got a description.
I don't think we ever did
Maybe not.
get to that.
Well, I'll
If
just tell
Gus
him the
would have
name
done
in
it, he
that
would have
case.
actually put up an image of it,
Yeah,
like a minor image.
oh yeah, like an illusionary image. So maybe I'll just even say the name. Like I'm looking for someone named the Hob that I believe is last seen here. I'm kind of skirt around the issue a little bit with these guys.
Okay.
No reason to think that he might still be here. Actually, no, I'll just straight up tell him against his will. That's not the word. And they seem like they know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna roll a sense motive as well.
Neither they both give a negative answer, and each in their own speech say that no, they have not heard of this person.
And I rolled pretty low, but I'm assuming that I think that they're telling the truth. So, as far as I can tell,
Yeah, you don't think they're you can think what you want, and you don't think that they're trying to lie.
yeah. And I'll tell them I'm not planning to steal anything though.
Did picking that lock break stealth, or break the
No.
invisibility?
Nope.
Okay,
Doesn't it's not an action against a person, so no, it doesn't break stealth.
got it. Forgot this is not fifth ed, where it does in that.
Yeah, like invisibility can really only be broken when you do something against a person, or you target something with an effect. Oh, who did we lose?
Not sure.
Is that Derek? I think it was Derek.
Yeah, it looks like it was
lost Derek.
Derek.
Let me know when Gus is able to move around a bit further.
Well, Cormac is he's just keeping these two kind of like quiet and bound right now. Kudu, do you do?
Yes, I'm gonna heal the other one, and I forgot to mention I'm burning them, so they're gonna take the non-lethal.
They have some non-lethal. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty
They're
high
taking
right now.
12 non-lethal.
Is the burn based off of your hit points instead of theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
No.
like 12 burn.
It's my power, so
Yep.
to say. I'm like Lysandra, I guess.
Okay.
I'll check this door over here. Is it unlocked?
Oh, his computer restarted.
Oh, Windows Update probably.
Huh.
You check the door. Is it locked?
Love Windows 10.
You try it and it doesn't feel like it's locked.
I'll ask these guys what's back here.
One of them replies, bedrooms. He says, they say, they're just people who work here, don't hurt them.
No, I'm not planning to hurt anyone. But I'll open the door.
Okay.
Peer into the room. Oh, it's just a hallway.
Yep.
I anticipated it being a hallway if there's bedrooms factored in. So
There's 4 doors in here, so I think the hob's probably in one of these 4, but I'll wait for. I won't go into those yet. I'll look around. Like, where's Gus?
Gus, what are you doing? Looking around?
sorry, what was that?
What are you doing? I'm gonna go back to you since Fingrim mentioned you. What is Gus doing?
I'll say that I think Gus
He
went
moves
back
at
out
half
because I
speed
saw the
in stealth,
door
right?
open and close earlier.
He moves half speed in stealth.
Typically, yes, you would move half speed.
Okay, he'll double move over to here.
Okay. And you
And
see
that-
the ice wall. You see these are the doors. These are the 4 doors that you saw with your eye.
Okay. And would he think that that first door on the left is actually going to lead to where the guards were?
Right here?
Yeah, would he think that going basically kind of going off of the map or using kind of his intuition to say, all right, that room should be about the size of how big that room with the guards was.
Yes, you're absolutely sure because the door is actually open and there's this ice wall that you can see through.
Yeah, you can actually see us in here then.
All right. Well, then wait, the door is open?
Yeah, there's an
the
ice
door
wall.
is open, but there's an
Okay.
ice wall there. The guy got the door
Then
open, but it was
answers
just
that.
ice
Okay.
wall.
Okay. So then Gus is going to he can't do much else until like next cycle worth of your guys' actions.
Right.
But his plan is to go and check this area next.
Well, you might hear Fingrim talking about over here. He's like, I think the hob might be in one of these rooms up here.
I don't know how much he can hear behind an ice wall, but if he hears it, great. If he doesn't, then he's gonna I'm gonna make a perception check on that one because there's enough ice that probably would block that out. 19. Does he actually hear
It might be muffled.
Muffled? Okay. I'm gonna assume that he doesn't hear it clearly enough, and he's gonna check one of the other rooms.
Okay. So see Finger moving into there.
I'm like
You
listening
gonna
at
check
this
one of
door.
these doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen at the door.
Okay. You don't think you hear anything?
All right. I'll try to see if I can open the door.
You try to, but it's locked.
Okay. And then I'll maybe move to the next door. I'm assuming I'm starting to kind of assume they might all be locked.
Yeah, you try and it's locked. You try that one and it's locked.
Okay. And I'll look at these guys and be like, I don't suppose you have a key to those rooms. To the guards. I'm assuming they don't, but maybe they would be like, yeah, we do have a key.
They tell you that no, they do not have keys to the bedrooms.
Sense motive. Alright. I'm not very good at sense motive.
You can believe what you want. You don't think
Actually,
they're lying.
I'm not too bad at it, but I rolled really low.
Yeah,
So
those are just low rolls.
15, but
I want to roll sense motive.
You could just search them if you want.
yeah.
No, Kitty, you can believe what you want, but you don't think they're lying to
I have to assume that Gus is still around somewhere. We'll just wait here. I think he can open the doors.
Drench starts eyeing them up and down.
you. Is that like a
This is good
perception
cop,
or a
bad cop. Yeah.
sense motive?
Sense motive. It's a sense motive.
Sense motive. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't think that they're trying to deceive you.
Yeah, like Fingram will actually even just like take a seat, maybe pull a chair back away from the table and kind of sit back in it.
Drench needs a cigar and like a hat.
Yeah. All right. Gus.
Gus is going to go ahead and head over to this door, and while invisible, he's going to check and see if it's locked, and check and see if it's trapped.
Okay.
He analyzes it with a 27.
You check the door, and you don't think it's trapped, and you also don't think it's locked.
He opens the door slowly.
Okay. You open it.
Hopefully it's not that squeaky, but we'll see.
You open up into a very large room.
Is this a tanning room, or are those beds?
This is a cutting and drying room. This
Cutting and
spacious
drying
and
room? Okay.
airy room contains a half-dozen large wooden tables covered with untrimmed hide, and a wall of wooden racks holds freshly tanned and dyed leather.
Okay. He closes the door. Actually, he peeks over. Is he seeing if this hall connects to where this door is? If both doors are supposed to connect to the same room?
Yeah, you peek over inside, and you do see that the end
Then
of
he'll
the
just
door.
he'll just close the door and stay on the hall side.
Okay, you do.
All right, and then that kind of mostly sums up what he would do on his turn, I would think.
All right. What do you guys do over here?
Waiting around.
I'm gonna check their pockets. All of them.
Okay.
And do we have rope?
Yeah.
Or do we have handcuffs?
I think Cormac already tied one of them up or something. Like tied their arms together or something at least.
Just in case the others wake up while I'm checking their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I assume you guys have rope to tie these guys up.
Okay, we're gonna tie. I'm gonna tie these guys up as well, and then I'm gonna go through all of their pockets, see what they got. Why not?
So as far as small things that you can grab from them, they've got 20 gold pieces each. They each have 2 potions each. They've got a dagger, their bows, an assortment of arrows among all of them, their falchions, their breastplate armors, and they are wearing amulets and medallions.
They can keep all their shit. No keys, Kudu says. They do have potions, but I don't know. I don't know much about those. Are they dangerous? Could they be dangerous? I don't know.
Not really if they have their hands bound.
Yeah, Kudu just doesn't... She does magic, but she doesn't know magic. She's like worse than a sork. Sork's like, it comes from my bloodline, and Kudu's like, I don't know how, it just happens.
Fingrim, do you do anything?
No.
Okay. Then I guess we'll go back to Gus. What do you do, Gus?
Gus is going to logically head over to this area and open that up.
Okay. This door is not locked.
Okay.
Can you open it?
By this point, I'm not sure if this door down here is open, but if it is, you probably may hear the door open over down the hall. When doing so, he will open and then 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And he'll step in and actually he'll step in here, close the door.
Okay.
That way he is not having to worry about that.
Let's see. I think Fingrim actually might have closed this door. The one closest to him.
This one up here? No, I probably would have left it open.
You left it open? Okay. Alright, then that's fine. Alright, Gus, you got a hallway and doors.
Okay. Do you want Gus to do anything else? Or as far as actions?
Let's have you, keep going. I think most of the group they're probably letting you do your thing here.
Okay. So then, in that case, then what Gus will do is he's going to just kind of investigate the first door to his right. He's going to check that door to see if it's locked.
Okay. You check it, and yes, it is locked.
Okay. He is no longer hearing a scuffle in the other room, so I'm assuming that that room is clear. He's gonna, before opening up any of these rooms, he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna check and see if this room is locked.
Okay. Yes, this door is locked.
And then checking this door as well, the top one.
And this door is locked.
He peers into the room and says,
Looks like we got everyone handled here.
Okay.
So you hear his voice.
Yep. You guys nearby, you hear him.
Yep. Fingrim will stand up and say, apparently there's bedrooms in that hall. Hopefully the hub is in one of them.
They're all locked. Anyone got keys? If not, I'll take a shot at it.
The guards say
No
they don't
keys.
have it.
Fair enough. I'll get started.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go ahead and open up he'll start with the door he's at. Might as well. He'll open that up. Attempt to with a. Actually, he's gonna start a perception.
Okay. You look at the door. You don't think you see anything weird on it, like any trap?
I don't think it's trapped. Okay. But it is locked, so he's gonna go ahead and work on using the disable device.
Okay. All right, you get the lock.
And he'll open the door.
All right, you do.
Anyone inside?
This simple bedroom contains a studiously made bed, a wooden footlocker, and a simple writing desk.
He nods. He will close the door.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't see anybody inside.
Once
I
he
didn't
closes
see
the door,
anyone
he'll.
invisible in there either, did I? Well, I guess we both have see visibility, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, if you guys see invisibility, you see Gus doing his work.
That's true. I do have see invisibility.
You can see
Yeah.
him.
And Gus has, Gus has see invisibility as well, so if that ever happens to come up, just something to keep in mind.
He has like a constant.
Yeah. I just have it for 2 hours. But I cast it before we came in here, so.
True. You prepped up. That's good. And it's really useful because now you can know where Gus is at
I know
all
where
times.
Gus is, yeah.
So Gus goes to the next door, and he's going to open that up.
Okay.
So first, he's going to start with perception to check, see if it's safe. And then he's going to go ahead and check, do a disable device if it is safe.
Yep. Okay. You open up to the room.
Yes.
A pair of simple but well-made desks stand against opposite walls in this small office. 2 sturdy metal boxes etched with a repeating pattern and each featuring a hefty lock are bolted to the stone floor. And you do not see anybody in here.
Okay. He nods, closes the door, walks around Fingram, and then will work on the last door. And
Okay.
so perceive, and if safe, unlock.
Yep, you don't think there's any kind of trap on it.
Okay.
Alright. Open up the door. So here, you open it up. And you see things inside here. And I actually need to roll something.
Go for it.
Okay.
Don't let me stop you.
So you open up the door, and you actually see a scimitar. It comes slicing in your direction, but it just kind of slices the air as you open the door. And you see a man here holding the scimitar, who's standing beside the door in the corner, and you see a middle-aged woman on this bed up against the corner.
Is
So the room with
am I sensing that that these the man and the woman here are residents, or am I sensing anything special or out of the ordinary or anything like that?
Well, you see another bedroom that has 2 beds in it, and you also see 2 people. And it looks like they have their own little foot lockers here and such, little like side chairs and tables. It does look like these people were sleeping here. They are in their sleeping clothes. They're not like armored or anything. There's just this guy who looks like he was ready to attack anybody opening this door, but he doesn't see anything or anybody.
Gus closes the door, and he'll put on a impression and just say, "Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize you and the missus were there." And then he's gonna just mosey on out, and then just motion over to finger, go, and point and just kind of
I'll
push him
scramble down the hall.
to scramble
yeah.
down.
Yeah, like you hear the man like slashing, saying, who goes there? And the woman is saying, what's going on? And she also didn't see anything as the door just kind of opened on its own.
Opened on its own.
What's going on, Hubert?
You close the door though.
His name is officially Hubert now.
They probably already have their names. And Gus is going to
Well, where do we go from here?
He's going to
then?
cast Ghost Sound to have it sound like that the door in the middle here. There was to make it sound like there was footsteps. There was just more of a slow walk, and then a open and close of the door. Yeah, so
Okay.
that way it
Someone
sounds like
walking away.
exactly.
And going into one of the other rooms.
Okay. Just trying to put on that little approach.
It's still weird, but then they have like an extra detail that makes it harder for them to explain it as just a random intruder.
Yeah. Which does Gus need to go and roll a bluff for this?
No, at the moment.
Okay. Gus will quietly as possible, open up the door to the hall that leads outside here, and then sneak out, close the door as quietly as possible, so to try to not make a sound. Any stealth for that one?
Sure, you can roll me another stealth.
Okay. He is rolling like absolute trash today. Okay, 14, yeah.
Fenrir,
First
do
a
you
1,
keep
then a
that
14.
door closed or open?
I'll close it, I guess.
Okay. Right.
I'm not sure where else to go from here now.
Gus, where do you go?
Steps out. He's going to open up the door to whatever those rooms were called again. The wet dry rooms.
Yeah, the cutting and drying room.
Cutting and drying rooms. Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
Okay. He steps in and he's going to he's going to try to head over to this door, and he's going to check this door to see if it's unlocked. So usual check for traps, all that stuff, and then once clear, a disabled device if it's locked. I don't know if it is, but yeah.
Okay, so perception.
So yeah, he perceived at 32. So
Okay. You don't think the door is trapped. You do think that it's locked, but you're also hearing something from behind the door.
what does he hear?
You're hearing two voices, but they're not speaking. Instead, one voice sounds like they're in some bit of like revel, like giggling, and the other one sounds like they're in some kind of pain.
A giggle and some pain, huh?
Yes. And you're hearing two distinct different voices.
Okay. Gus is going to I have a feeling this is where we need to go. Gus is going to step over to here, hide behind one of the tables, and he is going to. Now, is the table like? Can you see underneath the table? As if it's stood up by normal legs, or is it like platform format?
No, it's got legs. You can like get under it and stuff.
Okay. He is going to create a sound using ghost sound, and he's going to make the sound of 6 leopards having a large ass fight, and he's going to have that just focused out here.
Okay.
What's
Which
that?
Yeah, you guys all start to hear the sound of angry leopards like going. Rah, rah, rah.
And Gus is gonna just kind of wait to see if he comes out at all over the whole mess.
Okay.
I break the ice. Go outside. Look around.
Okay.
And I actually see the leopards.
Also, I didn't do.
Should I be able to see them that far away? Is this dark vision working properly?
Can you see past all the vats? Those
Okay,
vats
it is working
are
properly.
Yeah,
The
there
rest-
are
I-
bats and stuff like possibly obscuring your sight of them, but
Yeah, so
probably
maybe
like,
I
as
wouldn't.
per the maps.
Maybe I wouldn't actually see them, but I don't see any leopards fighting out here, so I'm confused.
You start to hear less of the 2 voices you heard from before. At least one of them, the chuckling, giggling voice. That one stopped, but you don't see anything. Like the door's not.
Gus will alter the ghost sound to make it sound like that one of the leopards is being killed. That one of the leopards is dying in that process.
Okay.
And so that way it seems a little bit more, I don't know, dire, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I get you.
if there's no reaction, then Gus will. Oh, I guess is there a reaction? I guess is the real question first.
Okay. So the what happens is the door squeaks open just a bit, but you don't see a person walk out or anything humanoid looking for that. Instead, what you see are 4 tiny creatures that fly out past the.
Can I identify what these creatures are?
Yes, you can roll me a knowledge planes, and you also know that they are invisible because you can see them, and that outline is you can see their outline.
Okay. All right. Well, then he's going to see how well he does with that knowledge planes roll. That's a pretty damn good roll. What are we dealing with? Imps or quasits?
You're looking at a very You're looking at a minor kind of called a doru.
Ah.
And these things look like disembodied heads with twisting horns, flat noses, fanged mouths, and like wild hair that like kind of whips around on its own. And they're flying around,
So it whips his hair back and forth.
looking around here.
Sorry, I can't help myself. So then,
I don't see anything.
Gus, is the door still open?
No, it's closed. It was just enough for them to fly through. And they're investigating.
They'll find me, it looks like, but I see them too. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you'll see them.
Because I'm standing
And-
right here. I'm not invisible.
That's right, yeah, the door's open.
Yep.
Yeah, so they see you.
Do I recognize what these things are?
You can only knowledge planes.
The 28.
Yes, you do know what these are. You know that they're doors. That they're a little minor. But that they are still evil. And once they notice Fingram, I'm actually going to have to put this back into initiative.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And I guess Derek says that his computer is not working.
That's what he said in Discord, yeah.
That's no good.
So we'll have to finish this session. Yeah, go ahead and roll initiatives. Because they're going to do stuff.
It's not a great roll. I've been rolling really low. I was rolling good on my attack rolls at least. Actually, even then, I wasn't rolling great. I was rolling like 8s and such, and it was still hitting. Except on my beard attacks, I was rolling good on those ones. So, got that going for me. It's the trick to beating the random number generators. You just gotta roll lots of dice.
Of course.
And just make sure your average is high.
Yeah.
But you don't want to roll a lot of dice if you're playing with critical, with fumbles and stuff like that.
Man, if we played with fumbles, I would not be playing this build. I'll tell you that much.
I rarely ever do fumbles anymore. Like I did that for a little while, and it just
They just have to not be punishing. That's the problem.
Yeah, like I could do like a minor fumble where it's like, oh hey, yeah, you're you just where it's
frustrating because it makes it so when you're playing like a martial character with lots of attacks, like you do a 2-up and fighting build, you're gonna fumble like every turn. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know, if we were doing a fumble rule, if I'm playing like a martial character, I'm playing a fucking battle strike build where I only roll 1 attack roll every turn.
Yeah, that's where
Or
like
kineticist.
Vital Strike characters are perfect for fumble systems.
Yeah, it was one of those things I made up. I actually said it in a post, and someone was like, well, you shouldn't recommending stuff based off of house rules. I'm like, yeah, but fumbles are really common house rules, so like I think it's worth mentioning.
Yep.
And some people like them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Z loved them.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember one of his fumble rules was if you did roll a natural 1, it stopped all of your.
Yep, that was one of his rules. He also had his magic card system where you have to
The fate deck, yeah.
The fate deck. You draw.
That's
a card
where it got wild.
But at the same time, I will admit it did get pretty awesome.
Things, yeah.
The terrifying, that terrifying like dread zombie that we ran into because of it.
Gus, roll your initiative.
Oh, right. Thank you. I forgot about that. Right, gotta select them first. Boom, and then boom. Oh,
These
it's at
look a
least
little more
better.
dangerous than the guards. I don't know if they actually are, but
Okay. So then we're gonna start. Jane does not realize what's going on yet, so we're gonna have her hold her initiative.
This is a surprise round?
No, this is
this is regular.
just going into it. No one was surprised here.
I was expecting trouble, and they were expecting trouble too. We just saw each other in the open like that. I kind of walked up to the doorway here while they were floating around in the building in this room here.
This one is going to.
We still beat 2 of them on initiative. That's pretty good.
This one is going to fly over here, 5 foot, and then it's going to use a spell-like ability on you, Fingram. Give me
A will save. All right. Will I save? Oh ho ho ho. Nope.
Oh.
Oh no!
Alright. Well, if it's a charm or compulsion effect, I can make a reroll on it next turn. So.
This is a compulsion.
All right. So I'm at least affected for 1 round, though, no matter what.
God.
They
So-
compel you to leave this tannery.
Oh. Bye!
Oh, okay.
Oh, suggestion?
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. We'll see if I make the save next time.
And this one.
Well,
is
it was
also going
it was good knowing
to-
you.
This one's also going to hit you with a spell. Give me another will save.
Okay. I don't see the. Maybe I'll just roll it manually because I don't see the. Well, okay. I'll just. It's too higher than whatever it shows. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Don't matter what my bonus is.
This is just for
Did
story
you just act
flavor.
one twice in
That's
a
all
row
this
on your
is.
will save?
I rolled 2 1s in a row on my will saves. Yeah, that's
This one compels you to drop your weapon.
fun. All right.
Drop your weapon and leave. What a jerk! He's
Yep,
stealing your
Gus.
weapon.
Well, at least I don't have to roll against twice because it's an immediate compulsion that I do, and nothing stopped me from picking it back up if I make the other save after 1 round.
Gus, what do you do? They don't seem to notice you.
If it's probably not. If it's suggestion, they said something, right? When they do it.
Yeah, you hear a voice speaking telepathically
Okay.
into your head.
Yep, that would do it.
Okay, you're moving up. You move up to the door. Do you do anything else?
No, it's just gonna be he'll do the distortion before he moves.
Okay.
And then that way he has his distortion effect up, which is 35% right now. Which I should mark that now that that's changed. And then that's his turn because that's his move and his standard.
Okay. Kudu, I don't think you've heard anything yet. Do you want to do something, or do you want to hold your?
Well, he cast a spell-like ability, which means he had verbal components.
There were no verbal components.
They did
Spell-like
it
ability.
telepathically. They gave the suggestion to me telepathically, so you wouldn't have heard it.
But does that mean they do their spell-like ability spell words telepathically as well?
Well, it's a spell-like ability, so it doesn't actually have components.
Yeah, first of all, it was a spell-like ability, so there's no verbal somatic components, and it was a language dependent that they used with telepathy.
Well,
So
I guess I
only
don't
Fingrim
know
heard it.
anything, so
I'll have you as holding your action then.
I guess.
I mean, maybe you'll know something's up. Fingrim's just gonna
Fingrim.
walk. He's gonna walk.
Yeah, this door's closed, but this one's open.
He's gonna walk like past the door, and then do I walk through the door? Like this? I don't. I guess maybe I'd walk past the door and like start making my way to the
Can I
other
just
door.
roll a perception to see if I notice he doesn't have his sword?
Sure.
You can also roll a sense motive to sense that, because like it would look kind of weird the way like he's. I think I can't remember what the DC on it, but there's a
Cooter.
sense motive check that you can sense the sensei
He's
compulsion.
walking kind of weird, and you don't see his sword.
I'll go to the door and say, Fingrim, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna set your initiative here.
I can
At,
only go
at
up to
7.
here, but I'll glance both ways down the hall. I can't really see.
Yeah, I went around the
but-
corner here.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd see my sword on the ground actually up to the north, and it's be up okay, hold on. Let me move my token so I can like mark it for you. Just so I have vision so I can like draw a square where the sword is. The sword is on the ground like right here.
Yeah, I can't even see
Okay.
that because of dynamic lighting.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Because
Well,
of the light.
I put a square on where the sword is. You would actually technically be able to see it because it's still it would
Oh, if it's
it would
still
still be emitting
on fire.
Oh, there
it's
we
still
go.
emitting
No,
light.
no, it's working for me. Okay.
You'd see Fingrim's sword just sitting on the ground over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange. But I'm gonna make another will save on the next. Let's see, on the first ones for that compulsion to see if I can like resist it because of stubborn lets me make a. It's sort of like slippery mind first
At
only
the end of
compulsion
your
and charm effect.
At the end of your turn.
It's at the same. Well, it happens one round later from when the effect started, so it's gonna
Okay.
happen on. It's gonna happen on the first one's initiative. So on 20 for round 2, I gotta make another save.
Right.
If I make it, then
Okay.
the compulsion.
So yeah, Jane also kind of like notices, and she moves over here around Kudu, and she's like, "Is that Fingrim? Where was he going?" That's all she does for now. This one over
Just
here.
imagine it's like you're like compelled, and you're just like, no, do it.
This
No.
one flies outside here, and although I have it visible on the map, it's only Fingrim and Gus that can see it. But it can see you, Kudu. So you hear a voice in your mind, and I need you to make a will save.
What does this voice say? Okay, I will.
It tells you that there's nothing to see here. Leave this place.
I'm gonna. Don't tell me my results. Well, don't tell me if I succeed. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I don't know what bonuses I have. If they're aberrations, it's
six.
a +2. I'm gonna use my Iron Will, and I'm gonna roll again.
Okay.
Come on. Fuck.
Oh no.
God damn it! These ones!
The
What the
ones-
hell?
They're killing the party.
Suggestion is working? What?
Yep, you hear, and it becomes visible as it casts its spell. But Kudu, you feel like there's nothing
to see
here
I'll
to see
go back
here. Go
to-
home.
Oh, go home? Oh, go
On your
home.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Probably it means to go back to the inn, but
Okay. I was like, nothing to see
we're
here.
just
Okay,
gonna
I'll go
go
back to
home.
watching these guys all tied up. It's nothing
This
to
one's
see.
also gonna fly out, but it's gonna double move over to here. and look at things going on. Cormac is like, he's gonna move over here. He looks at you two, and he looks around. He's like, "Hey, Fingrim, around?" You come back with Gus, and he just does not see this thing.
It's still invisible.
This one's still invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the other ones have cast something, but put the little ninja mask on this one. It's still hidden. Okay, I gotta reorder this now. There we go. Okay, so this one, the one that casts the spell and you finger him, you get another save because of your.
All right.
Don't roll a 1.
Let's see what happens. All right, that's probably good enough. That's actually
good, yeah.
31, and then actually it's 33 because I also get the bonus versus compulsion. So 33 is probably good enough.
You
So
start
that
to shake it off.
look around and like, what am I doing?
Shake it off. Shake it off.
But Kudu's still under 1, so that's really bad.
I mean, I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah, I don't know if we could do anything to help you with that either. Like, does anybody
We
have
don't
like a
need
spell?
to.
we
We
can
just
remove?
need to go home.
Yeah, just listen to Kudu.
Anyway, yeah, it gets to take its. I don't get to do anything yet though, even though I broke off the compulsion. So.
Okay, and this one returns to being invisible. Casts invisibility on itself again. And it is going to move out here and double move. And it's kind of like silently laughing to itself and watching
Wait, can
Fingrim.
it turn invisible
It's-
and double move?
Alright, right, can't double move. It can only go
Yeah, it's a standard action to do invisibility, right?
supposedly, yes. Its flight is okay. So we
I
can
mean,
go,
unless it did it as a swift action, I don't know these things'
we
abilities.
can go
but-
over here. Okay. This next one, it's also going to go back to being invisible. And it also flies out. Gus, you see all of them. They're flying out of the room. It seems like something else has their attention.
Okay. Well, now that that's done,
You just keep going in. Like, all right, they're out of the way. Although, who knows? They're probably the actual div's probably in there. I don't know if you want to 1v1 it.
I am checking something on a spell. Let me see if. Okay. Here's a question for you. First of all, I have a spell that has a 20-foot radius. If I cast it where I'm at, will that actually, yeah, if I cast it in the area I'm at, will it go through walls?
What's the spell?
Calm emotions.
You'd need line of sight.
Okay. Just doesn't affect it. So if I were to put it on this, like on the same square I was at, it would not affect anyone on the other side of the wall, though. Okay.
Right, because there's a wall that's blocking your line of effect.
Opening a door is a move action.
Yes. So you could still cast it. In fact, you could open the door 5 feet anywhere nearby and cast.
Let me check and see if I have something that might be a little bit more effective in this case. I'm checking to see what's going to be better, if I want to use suggestion or if I want to use calm emotion. Wait a minute. If I had calm emotion up first, and then I used suggestion, do I think that that the suggestion might be a little bit more effective?
It might. I know suggestion does give you the. It does describe in its description that if you make particularly reasonable sounding suggestions,
Mhm.
that there may be like penalties to the save. Making an opponent non-hostile could make your suggestion more reasonable depending on what it is. So I can't say for sure yes or no, but it could affect.
Got it. I am going to open the door and cast calm emotions, and I'm going to cast
Okay.
it to have the 20-foot radius be far from where, like the furthest of where I'm at. So how big is this room?
So like over here
Um,
or like somewhere over here.
one moment. Preferably towards this corner.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideally in that general section, because then it will hit any creature besides myself.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius spread.
And I think that calming the panicked guy that's screaming in pain, and calming the one that's likely causing the pain is both a good idea.
Okay. What's the DC for it? I'm gonna roll for the two targets in this room.
It's gonna be 19.
Okay. Okay, so you might be able to make out two individuals here. So what you see is a man who's dressed like a merchant, and then you see on this bed there is a guy wearing ochre armor who is all bound on the bed. And ironically, it looks like this this merchant man is the one that suddenly has like an air of calmness over them, and the guy on the bed
Still
is
freaked
not
out.
Panicking. Well, you know what?
No.
I'll work with it.
But is that your turn?
I think so. It would be, right?
I mean, I would think so, since that's move.
opened
Because
the
I'm
door.
assuming I can't actually step into that square to see what's actually in the room.
As a 5 foot? Yeah, you could.
All right, then
You should
I
have a
will
5
do
foot.
that so I can actually see what I'm actually dealing with here.
Because you had like your full action here.
Yeah.
There, you can
So-
get in the inside the threshold.
Yep. All right.
So you see.
So yeah. Do I recognize?
You recognize the man on the bed. That is unquestionably Daha. He's
Okay.
wearing all of the gear that you scried upon.
All right. So the man's calm. Good. That's turn.
Okay, Finger.
I made that knowledge check earlier. Do I know if these things have any sort of elemental immunities? Or resistances?
Yes, you know that they're immune to fire and they resist acid and electricity. They also
Okay,
do have some spell resistance.
Oddly not cold. That's
Oddly
a
not
new-
cold.
Unfortunately, Kudu's going back to her room, so but
Bye.
that's too bad, because this actually would have been one of the times your elemental stuff would have actually worked properly. Damn. Alright, well I could just enhance my gauntlet and just use that, which is probably the play. So I'm going to use a swift action to enhance my gauntlet up to a plus These have like DR, like cold iron or something like that. Anything like that?
They do have DR.
Okay, I'm
and you
gonna.
can circumvent it with either good aligned attack or cold iron.
Okay, so I'm gonna enhance my gauntlet to a +3, and that'll count as cold iron for that purposes. And I'm going to. So let me make sure I mark that off. I use 1 point of arcane pool to enhance my gauntlet, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. Do I actually want to cast anything? Maybe I just want to run up and punch this thing. No, I'm gonna cast Frigid Touch on this. Try to do some damage. I'm gonna go ahead and. You said they're immune to electricity.
They're immune to fire.
They're immune to fire. Okay, and they resist acid or something like that. So electricity is fine as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna cast Frigid Touch.
You
here.
know that they resist electricity.
They
and acid.
resist it, but they're not immune to it. Okay. I'm gonna cast a maximized Frigid Touch. I'm gonna use my 1 a day maximize spell for this one.
Okay.
I might as well.
They see you coming back.
Yeah, hopefully they don't just. And I'll say something like, "There's invisible creatures here. They have some sort of mind control."
I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah. Which
Kudu's like, bye.
I didn't actually notice. Maybe I don't even notice. Well, I guess she hasn't moved yet, so maybe I'll know when she starts moving away why, and everyone else will maybe kind of have an idea why as well. But here comes my attack. Then I'm gonna take a gauntlet attack +3. And there's my attack versus
That'll
one
hit.
here. All right. So the weapon damage for the gauntlet is not very much, but it's a D3 +5. So it does 6 damage. Does count as cold iron. It's a +3 weapon, so it will overcome the cold iron DR.
Okay,
And then I
it
gotta
all goes
roll. I gotta roll a caster level check to try to overcome their SR. So I think I have
Yes.
spell pen though. That'll make it a little bit better. First SR +14. All right, that's probably
You
good
found
enough.
that when you cast a spell and you strike them with it, you find it is incredibly easy for you to overcome their spell resistance.
Okay, that's good to know. And then so this will do 4d6 cold damage. And he's gonna be staggered for 1 round. So 18 cold. Oh, it's maximized. I forgot I maximized it.
Yeah, so it's 24.
So it's just 24 damage, and he's staggered.
Okay, you strike it, and the cold envelops it. It's wild, wiggling, waving hair. It stops cold, and before the creature hits the ground,
I
it
see what you
begins
did there.
to vanish, and it begins to vanish, and it disappears in a poof.
Okay, it's a summon creature. All right, so maybe I did need to cast a maximized Frigid Touch on it, but it's fine.
All right, Kudu. You know that there is a calmer, better place to be, right? And it's not here.
Yeah, so, do I know? I don't know there's a doorway that way, because I've never gone that way, so I start going back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only knew about it because I
So,
explored
double
down
move
there a
to
little
the
bit.
door, I guess. Finish my move
Okay.
action opening it, I guess.
Yeah, you do that. I'll open it for you.
Yeah, Kudu just, walks away from everybody.
And I assume
Goes
Drench
back
also
inside.
just kind of follows you.
No, Drench isn't following.
No? Okay. Does he do anything then on his...
He's gonna
With you?
peek around the corner to see what's going on.
Okay. He might not see anything. I think this one might be too far out of the line of sight from the door. He only sees Fingrim and a wall.
He speaks in Aquan. Kuda's going somewhere.
Yeah, it's like, guys, something blurble.
I don't know if anybody else speaks Aquan yet. I think I was gonna
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, I don't think
after
anybody
last level.
understands.
It just sounds like a more like.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
It's
Figure has
yours.
been like learning Aquan, but he doesn't have it good enough to like be able to understand in the heat of a combat situation. Considering I
yeah,
actually
Drench
have.
is pretty talkative, so you've definitely been picking up things.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think next level up, I'm gonna take a point linguistics.
On this
for
one's
it,
turn,
but-
it goes invisible and it flies back into the room.
Alright, well, I could see it, so, well, I could see it before it moved. So I know it went in there.
Jane is going to,
I told these doofuses
She-
they're invisible too, so if they have any way to do anything about that.
Jane's gonna move over here. And she's like, Kudu, where are you going? And she puts your hand lightly on your shoulder, and she's like, don't. And that's her turn. But Cormac is like, something's fishy. He's gonna step through, and he doesn't see anything. But he saw you attack something, Fingram. Or he saw your attack. And he's like, he pulls out his greatsword, and he's gonna attack the space in front of him.
Oh baby,
But
does he
he
have blind
hits
sight?
the air. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He hits the air, and he looks to you, Finger, and he's like, "What is it? I don't see anything." This one's turn. It is going to. It's going to. That's not that charmed you. It's gonna fly back. Cause we. It's gonna fly back over here too. It flies into the room. And Gus, you see it, it just passes you.
Okay.
Alright, this guy, now that he's part of it. Well, the thing is that he's calm. And he actually does look in your direction. Gus. His eyes are scanning like where you are. Like he knows something is here, but it doesn't look like he can see you. But he kind of picks a spot for his eyes to focus and then speaks and says, "You're a clever one, but I suggest you leave. For the moment that this enchantment wears off, I will show you no mercy." And that's his turn.
Okay.
This one is also going to fly away from you. Let's start moving over here. Double move into the room. Gus, your turn.
Okay. So then, what he's going to do is he's going to well, let me check something here. Good. Okay. So Gus is going to go ahead and then cast on this guy suggestion, and he is also going to spend a point from his for his unseen to remain invisible when doing so. And so the first is going to be a DC 20 will save for the suggestion.
And what is your suggestion?
Let me think of how I want to word this here.
Oh, Secret,
Okay.
if you want to look at
Huh.
whatchamacallit, Gus's stuff, I toggled a thing where you can see his, if you just want to like change up like what's on the screen.
So I put up that I state.
Release the Hob into our possession and return to your realm, Div.
That's quite the demanding suggestion. I don't know if I can give you any bonuses for this one, because they really do not want to do that. But we'll see if the dice, we'll see what the dice say. And you said it was a DC 20?
20. He's got
Okay.
spell focus.
We'll see. I'll see if there's a decent chance that this works.
If it does, great. If it doesn't, he's still invisible.
All right. It was a good try, but the man, quote unquote, does not look like they're consenting to this suggestion. And as you cast that spell, your concentration on the calm emotion ceases, and you know that they are not under your compulsion anymore.
Okay.
Is that your turn? And yes, you are still invisible.
Yep, I'm still invisible. Yeah.
Okay, Finger.
All right. I'm going to point at that building that I saw the little things fly into and tell Cormac, "There's invisible foes. They went that way." And I'm going to cast haste on me, him, and Drench, the only ones I can see. So, Drench has
Okay.
haste. Hooray.
Hooray!
And then I'm going to move. Let's see, I'm going to take part of my movement to go up to the door, and then we'll see. And then, let's see, I still have 35 movement. I can actually get all the way up next to this thing if I really want. So I'll do that. I'll move up right behind this thing, menacingly.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna menace it. I see Gus as well, stay in the doorway because, well, he's still invisible, but I can see him because I have seen
Right.
visibility.
You see and you can see these things over here. Okay. Kudu, so you and Drench. So you got the door open. That's Kudu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I start leaving.
Okie dokie.
As far as
Drench
I can go.
has haste, but I'm assuming he's probably gonna follow you.
There's less light over here.
Yeah.
It is spooky dark.
Drench blurbles at you. Your better guess from his body language is that he's gonna go protect Kudu, and he races after her hastily.
For a minute and 12 seconds.
Does he take the lantern from so that you can see?
No, he can see in the dark, so he doesn't think about it.
Okay. Oh, he can lead you.
That's
true.
true.
Kudu's like following the walls with her hands.
Yeah.
I can't see apparently.
I think we'll be okay even with
I can give you a little
not
bit
being
of
here.
dim light here.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how
You can
dangerous
just
this
move
div
me
actually is,
out.
but I feel like me, Cormac, and Gus
Well,
can probably handle it.
the thing is that when Kudu does leave and she's completed the suggestion, then she will regain control.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so maybe
there is
I'll-
the possibility that she comes back.
Yeah,
Let's
she
check
might like
on-
walk off
combat.
of this and then be like, "What am I doing?" and turn around.
Yeah.
And notably, I'm actually
Okay.
gonna I'm just leaving that sword on the ground. I don't actually need it right now. I'll just go back and get it.
This one. Well, it's gonna. This one, you're coming up to it and you're menacing it, but it's gonna turn around. It's gonna try.
It's gonna try to bite me.
Yeah, it's gonna try and bite you.
Oh no! Oh no!
It has something it can do if it bites you.
All right. Well, maybe.
That'll
but,
make things even more difficult.
We'll see if
yeah,
it does.
difficult. I think it might have actually bit you here
Yeah, maybe.
at the 26.
That hits. Yep.
Okay. It does. It does 3 points of damage, and I need you to give me a Fortitude save.
All right. So let's see. 3 points. It just chips into my temporary hit points.
Yep.
And then Fortitude
Visible.
save. My best save. This number is gonna be off by 2, so it's actually a 28.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You save like 100%. Okay, so yep, all you feel is a little. You don't even really feel much pain from it. It bites. And
Yeah.
like
Did it feel like? I wonder if it was like a poison effect or something that it had.
maybe.
I don't know from the knowledge roll I rolled earlier though.
Jane is conflicted. She's gonna go with Kudu and make sure that Kudu's safe. And she keeps trying to talk her out of it. Like, we need to go back, Kudu. What are you doing?
I don't. Gotta go.
Cormac knows where he needs to go. He's gonna move over here, but he sees your sword on the ground, and he's gonna pick it up.
Okay,
He's
sure.
holding your sword now.
He's holding that in a mace, or did he resheath that earlier?
No, he's got the mace. He's got that in the mace.
He's dual wielding.
Yes, but
Although-
he's not gonna effectively do it.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna. He's probably
He
just
calls
gonna
out to your finger and he's like, "I got your sword."
He could just
Sorry.
swing it, like, and not swing the mace. Like, he can hold 2 weapons and only use one of them, and they don't take any penalties for that. If he wanted.
This door here is it.
He
It
can see this one
flies.
here, right? Because it attacked me.
Yeah, but this one's actually going to fly into Gus's square. If you have a weapon out, it does provoke.
Although I doubt he'd
Gus
take
does not
attack.
have a weapon.
Even if he did, he probably wouldn't take the attack because he probably liking being invisible right now.
Well, even if, yeah, he wouldn't do it. But even if he could, he could actually. Well, no, he already used his immediate action to re-invisible anyway.
It doesn't see you, but it looks like it somehow knows like where you are. So it's gonna try and attack you.
Well, good thing I have.
It's a 23, possibly a hit.
23. Give me a minute. What would be the AC bonus for being invisible?
Plus
in this
2.
case? Plus 2. And there's also going to be the a total concealment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
concealment.
So
It meets the
then,
AC.
yeah, it's going to make it through the AC because he only will have a 22 in that case, and then he.
It misses.
Okay.
Miss on the concealment.
It rolled a
Good.
45 on its 100.
Cool.
It's like it's trying to bite you, but it doesn't know where you are. And I actually foresee this combat going for a little bit. And since it's this guy's turn, we're probably gonna. I'm gonna have to leave this as a
Cliffhanger.
thing for next round. Yeah. This guy, he unsheathes 2 weapons with ease. A scimitar and a hand axe. And his voice changes.
away, Gus! Run away!
And he says that, foolishly, your investigation has led you here.
How'd you know we were investigating? Oh, sorry, I'm going home.
What is this?
And
A game over screen for one of those point and click adventures? Foolishly, your adventure ends here.
yeah.
And then this is like a Shadowgate type of situation here. Ooh, I could go for playing some Shadowgate right now. Fun game.
And where his form begins to shift and change, and instead you see a blue-skinned creature with quite a few on it, replacing him.
Oh my.
Gus will just simply be like looking over at Dahab and just be like,
Bet you weren't expecting that, would you?
Yeah.
just like so nonchalant.
You're looking at like a very like lithe, demonic kind of creature, a very slender kind of like male female with many horns and short hair.
Which shouldn't really surprise Gus too much, because although he's never seen one of these in person, but he kind of knew what this thing was already.
Yeah.
Might be able to foreplay, but can you foretell?
And before their turn, I'm probably actually just going to call the session here.
Go for it. Yeah.
Because we're going to have to get into combat with this thing. And it is way stronger than those.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that Gus is going to have a bad time if
You might have a bad time.
Gus might have a bad time, but I think this combat, like, he's just gonna get hosed by action economy, I think. But maybe not. Maybe he's got like.
Unfortunately, there's no experience I can give you guys at the moment.
What? We don't get experience for the guards, at least?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did defeat the guards. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Let me give this to you.
What does he think he is? Trying to just con us out of defeating the guards? She.
Like Gohan.
Go on. Yeah.
I love that. It's so funny.
She.
Okay, so each of them was worth 1,600 each. So there was 4. So you guys just get 1,600 each.
Alright. It's not much, but it's a little bit.
Yeah.
It's enough that I could put a journal entry in for this session and feel.
And I
good
get to
about
feed. I get to feed Jane's experience a little bit.
Yeah. I still
Is that
need.
only because this was played by a PC?
I think he still gets cohort experience.
Yeah, I mean she's getting closer again to another level.
Yeah.
So we're at
You guys,
227,800. Did I do my math right?
Yeah, 227,800 is what I have as well.
Okay, cool. I don't know how everyone feels about me actually having to go in and basically sneak around and.
Well, I mean, it was kind of it was ballsy to try and like go in and like and spell your way through like getting him, and I would say that like there was a chance.
Had that worked, it would have felt so fucking good.
It would have been pretty cool.
I would have been so proud of that.
If you had defeated the encounter like with that suggestion.
You are at full health here, so hopefully you don't just get insta-gibbed. I think you'll be fine, but
yeah, we'll see how that goes. Being in the presence of a div is probably not going to be a good thing, but we'll see how this goes.
I think long term this is a very manageable encounter, though. I mean, he's got his little ads, but like even with Kudu being out of the fight for a few more rounds at least, probably like 5 more rounds, honestly, like at least, because it's gonna take her a while to get out of here, and then she's got to walk all the way back. But I think like me and Cormac probably can take a div But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like way above our. We might be punching above our CR or something. I don't actually know what the CR in this thing is. But I don't know. I feel like me and Cormac probably can take it.
Yeah, probably.
The fact that we have, like, if I had also left and it was just like you and Cormac, I'd be like, alright, and maybe Jane, I'd be like, oh no.
Their plan almost worked to try and get you guys to just go.
Oh yeah, almost. I'm glad that that's
worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit
one...
those nat ones were all shitty situations. Like 3 nat ones.
Yeah.
On
I
will
was like,
saves
wow.
against compulsion.
I'm glad that
I
think it's come up one other time where I've gotten to use that dwarven. It's a really cool alternate racial feature. I think you get it instead of like the poison bonus.
Yeah.
Like I like it a lot. Like the being able to re-roll the second one is like that part in particular is like really, really nice. Like really clutch when it's come up.
Also, Matt, you're ready for tomorrow with Storm King's Thunder?
Yep, I got my character
Cool.
sheet.
You got your sheet? Cool. This is going to be a interesting session. I will be excited to do this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully Derek's computer's working tomorrow from Mummy's Mask.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'm worried if what's going on with that, because if it's not working, and it seems like it's still just not working, feel bad for him. So
yeah, it might be some hardware thing that's like bricked.
Yeah.
Maybe his
I mean,
failing.
you could probably
So
I mean, if he needs any help on that, I could probably help where I can, or I'm assuming that Secret might have words of advice.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know. Up to you, of course.
I might be able to lend him. I have a spare laptop. I might be able to.
Secret's words of advice are sucks to suck.
He lives. He lives fairly close to me, so I might just have to lend him like one of my spare laptops or something.
I do tech support 40 hours a week. I don't want to do it on my off time.
Yeah,
my mom comes to me and she's like, "I need help," and I'm like, "No."
I feel the same way when someone tries to get me to drive.
I know the pain you're going through all the time because
it doesn't happen very often, though. You probably have to deal with yours a lot more often than I do.
All right, well,
I'm just glad to be
see you guys tomorrow.
I'll
see everyone tomorrow.
Also, David is in, by the way.
He is in?
He is in, and he is going to be here.
Okay, good.
He's going to be here in person.
Then we basically have everybody.
So we'll see how everything works out and everything.
Good,
but,
bueno.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess I will see you all next week.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Next week.
I'll be playing Mummy's Mask tomorrow morning, and then my smoking Michael Keaton Beetlejuice voice dwarf.
Yes. Yeah. I'm excited for the Michael Keaton dwarf.
Yeah, I had to give him a voice and accent that was not like your stereotypical dwarf. So
yeah, just give him the Beetlejuice dwarf.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Did I